Who are you beneath the surface, beyond the roles you play, the labels you wear, and the expectations you meet? Do you truly know yourself? In this audiobook, we take you on a journey to uncover your authentic self. Discover your strengths, confront your fears, and align your life with your true purpose. The answers you seek aren't out there, they're within you. It's time to dive deep, strip away the noise, and finally meet the real you. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Understanding the layers of self. Who you are is not just what others see on the surface. You are like an onion, with layers that go much deeper than your outward appearance, job title, or social identity. The journey to truly know yourself starts with peeling back these layers one by one. Each layer reveals parts of your thoughts, emotions, and values that shape your identity. Understanding these layers helps you uncover the essence of who you truly are. The first layer is the external self, the face you show to the world. This includes your behavior, the way you speak, and how you interact with others. While this outer layer is important, it often reflects societal expectations or roles you play, like being a parent, student, or employee. These roles don't define you completely, they're just one piece of the puzzle. To truly know yourself, you must look beyond this external image. Beneath the surface lies your emotional self. This layer is made up of your feelings, reactions, and emotional triggers. Understanding your emotional self means identifying what makes you happy, sad, angry, or fulfilled. It also requires you to confront emotions you may have ignored or suppressed. By acknowledging and accepting your emotions, you can better understand how they shape your decisions and relationships. Deeper still is the mental self, which consists of your beliefs, thoughts, and mindset. This layer influences how you see the world and interpret your experiences. Many of these beliefs were formed in childhood or through past experiences, and not all of them serve you today. To know yourself, you must question these beliefs. Are they helping you grow, or are they holding you back? By challenging limiting beliefs, you can rewrite your inner narrative to reflect your true potential. At the core of your being is your true self, the person you are when no one is watching. This layer is where your core values, dreams, and passions reside. It's the part of you that seeks purpose and meaning in life. Understanding your true self requires deep reflection and honesty. It's about asking yourself questions like, what truly matters to me? And what kind of life do I want to live? The answers to these questions help you align your actions with your inner truth. Knowing the layers of yourself also means accepting that you are not static. You are constantly evolving. Life experiences, relationships, and challenges shape and reshape you over time. Understanding who you are today doesn't mean you'll be the same person tomorrow, and that's okay. Embracing this evolution is part of the journey towards self-discovery. Self-awareness is the key to understanding these layers. It begins with observation, paying attention to how you feel, think, and act in different situations. Journaling, meditation, or simply spending quiet time with yourself can help you connect with your inner world. The more you observe, the more you'll notice patterns and uncover truths about yourself that you may have overlooked. Peeling back the layers of self can be challenging, as it often means confronting uncomfortable truths. You may uncover fears, insecurities, or past wounds that you've been avoiding. But these revelations are not weaknesses. They are opportunities for growth. By facing them with courage and compassion, you can heal and move closer to becoming your authentic self. Understanding the layers of yourself also helps you build stronger relationships. When you know who you are, you can communicate your needs, boundaries, and values more clearly to others. This authenticity fosters deeper connections and allows you to surround yourself with people who truly understand and respect you. In conclusion, understanding the layers of self is the foundation of knowing who you are. It's a process of peeling back the external to reveal the emotional, mental, and core aspects of your identity. The journey may be challenging, but it's also empowering. The more you uncover about yourself, the more aligned you become with your true purpose and the life you're meant to live. Start this journey today and unlock the power of knowing the real you. Chapter 2. Breaking free from societal labels. From the moment we are born, society begins to place labels on us. We are categorized by gender, race, nationality, profession, and even by the opinions of others. These labels, while sometimes helpful for understanding the world, can often become cages that limit our true potential. Breaking free from societal labels is a vital step in discovering who you truly are and living an authentic life. Societal labels often shape our identity in subtle ways. They influence the roles we take on, the expectations we strive to meet, and even the goals we set for ourselves. For example, you may feel pressure to pursue a certain career because society deems it prestigious, or you may conform to behaviors that align with the stereotypes of your gender or background. These labels can create a version of yourself that reflects what others expect, rather than who you really are. Breaking free from these labels starts with questioning them. Ask yourself, who would I be without these expectations? Are the goals I'm chasing truly mine, or are they what society has told me to value? By reflecting on these questions, you begin to untangle yourself from the narratives imposed by others and gain clarity on your authentic desires and values. One of the biggest challenges of breaking free from societal labels is fear. Fear of judgment, rejection, or being misunderstood. Many people hesitate to step outside societal norms because they worry about how others will perceive them. But true freedom comes from realizing that you don't need external validation to live a fulfilling life. The opinions of others are fleeting, but the satisfaction of being true to yourself is lasting. Another key step in breaking free is embracing your individuality. You are a unique combination of experiences, talents, and perspectives that no one else in the world has. Society often tries to fit us into neat boxes, but you were never meant to fit into one. Celebrate your quirks, passions, and differences. They are what make you who you are. The more you embrace your uniqueness, the less power societal labels will have over you. It's also important to let go of the labels you've placed on yourself. Sometimes we internalize societal expectations so deeply that they become self-imposed limitations. You might think, I'm not smart enough, I'm too old to start something new, or I'm not the type of person who can succeed. These labels are often rooted in fear or past experiences, not in reality. Challenge these thoughts and replace them with empowering beliefs that reflect your true potential. Breaking free from societal labels also involves redefining success on your own terms. Society often measures success by material wealth, status, or appearances. But true success is deeply personal. It's about living a life that aligns with your values and brings you joy. Take time to define what success means to you. When you stop chasing society's version of success, you open the door to a more authentic and fulfilling life. The journey to breaking free is not always easy. You may encounter resistance from others who are uncomfortable with your choices. People may try to pull you back into the labels they've assigned to you. In these moments, it's important to stay grounded in your truth. Surround yourself with people who support your authenticity and distance yourself from those who try to limit you. Breaking free from labels also means embracing the unknown. When you let go of societal expectations, You may feel uncertain about who you are or where you're going. But this uncertainty is a gift. It's an opportunity to explore your true self and discover what truly matters to you. The path may not always be clear, but it will be uniquely yours. Forgiving yourself for past choices is another crucial part of this journey. You may realize that you've spent years living according to societal labels, and that realization can bring regret. But every step you've taken, even the ones influenced by others, has brought you to this moment. Forgive yourself, learn from the past, and focus on the freedom you're now creating. Lastly, breaking free from societal labels requires courage. It takes courage to go against the grain, to defy expectations, and to carve your own path. But the rewards are worth it. When you live authentically, you experience a sense of freedom, joy, and fulfillment that societal approval could never provide. You become the author of your own story, unbound by the limitations of others. In conclusion, societal labels may have shaped you, but they do not define you. By questioning these labels, embracing your individuality, and redefining success on your own terms, you can break free from the constraints of societal expectations. The journey to authenticity is not always easy, but it is one of the most liberating and empowering paths you can take. Trust yourself, stay true to your values, and step boldly into the life you were meant to live. Chapter 3. The Power of Self-Reflection. Self-reflection is one of the most powerful tools for personal growth and self-discovery. It allows you to look inward, assess your thoughts, emotions, and actions, and gain clarity about who you are and what truly matters to you. In a world full of noise and distractions, self-reflection creates the quiet space needed to connect with your inner self and align your life with your purpose. The power of self-reflection lies in its ability to uncover hidden patterns and behaviors. Many of the choices we make each day are automatic, driven by habits or unconscious beliefs. Self-reflection brings these patterns to light, giving you the opportunity to question them. Are they helping you grow, or are they holding you back? By examining your actions and motivations, you can make more intentional decisions that align with your goals. One of the greatest benefits of self-reflection is clarity. When you take the time to reflect, you gain a deeper understanding of your strengths, weaknesses, values, and desires. This clarity helps you make better decisions, set meaningful goals, and navigate life's challenges with confidence. Without self-reflection, it's easy to feel lost or directionless, as if you're living on autopilot. Reflection provides the map you need to move forward with purpose. Self-reflection also helps you learn from your experiences. Life is full of lessons, but if you don't take the time to reflect on them, you risk repeating the same mistakes. When you reflect on past successes and failures, you gain valuable insights that guide your future actions. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, self-reflection allows you to extract the lesson and use it to grow stronger and wiser. Another key aspect of self-reflection is understanding your emotions. Emotions are powerful, but they can be overwhelming or confusing if left unchecked. Through reflection, you can explore the root causes of your feelings and learn how to manage them effectively. For example, you might discover that your anger stems from unmet expectations or that your anxiety is linked to a fear of failure. By identifying these triggers, you can address them and regain emotional balance. Self-reflection also strengthens your relationships. When you reflect on your interactions with others, you can identify areas where you may have been misunderstood or where you could improve. Perhaps you realize that you've been too critical in your communication or that you haven't been fully present in your relationships. This awareness allows you to make positive changes, fostering deeper connections and mutual understanding. One of the most transformative aspects of self-reflection is that it empowers you to take responsibility for your life. Instead of blaming external circumstances or other people for your problems, reflection helps you see your role in creating your reality. This sense of accountability is freeing because it means you have the power to change your circumstances. By owning your choices, you become the architect of your life. To harness the power of self-reflection, you must create time and space for it. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the demands of daily life and neglect your inner world. Set aside dedicated time for reflection, whether it's through journaling, meditation, or simply sitting in silence. These moments of introspection help you reconnect with yourself and gain the clarity you need to move forward. Journaling is one of the most effective tools for self-reflection. Writing down your thoughts and feelings allows you to explore them more deeply and gain new perspectives. It's a space where you can be honest with yourself, free from judgment or outside influence. Over time, your journal becomes a record of your growth, showing you how far you've come and guiding you toward where you want to go. Self-reflection also requires honesty and vulnerability. It's not always easy to face your flaws, mistakes, or insecurities, but doing so is essential for growth. When you reflect honestly, you can identify areas for improvement and take steps to become a better version of yourself. Remember, self-reflection is not about self-criticism, it's about self-awareness and self-compassion. Another important aspect of self-reflection is focusing on the present moment. While it's valuable to reflect on the past and plan for the future, true growth happens in the present. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What choices am I making today? Are they aligned with who I want to be? By staying present, you can make conscious decisions that lead to a more fulfilling life. Reflection also helps you align your actions with your values. When you take the time to consider what truly matters to you, you can ensure that your daily choices reflect those priorities. For example, if you value family but find yourself constantly working late, reflection might prompt you to make changes that prioritize your relationships. Aligning your actions with your values creates a sense of harmony and purpose in your life. Through self-reflection, you can also uncover limiting beliefs that may be holding you back. These are thoughts or assumptions that create barriers to your growth, such as, "I'm not good enough," or "I don't deserve success." By identifying and challenging these beliefs, you can replace them with empowering ones that support your goals and aspirations. The process of self-reflection is not always comfortable. It may bring up painful memories, regrets, or feelings of inadequacy. However, these moments of discomfort are where growth happens. By facing your inner challenges head-on, you develop resilience and strength. Over time, reflection helps you transform these challenges into opportunities for personal development. Self-reflection is also a powerful tool for gratitude. When you take the time to reflect, you become more aware of the blessings in your life, big and small. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a more positive and abundant mindset. This, in turn, attracts more positivity into your life and helps you appreciate the journey you're on. In conclusion, self-reflection is a transformative practice that unlocks the power within you. It helps you gain clarity, learn from your experiences, and align your actions with your values. By dedicating time to reflect, you create space for growth, healing, and self-discovery. Remember, the answers you seek are already within you. You just need to take the time to listen. Start reflecting today and watch as your life begins to align with your truest self. Chapter 4. Embracing your strengths and weaknesses. Every person is a unique combination of strengths and weaknesses, and learning to embrace both is key to self-discovery and personal growth. Understanding and accepting these aspects of yourself allows you to build confidence, improve your relationships, and live authentically. Embracing your strengths and weaknesses is not about perfection. It's about self-awareness and self-compassion. Your strengths are the abilities, qualities, and talents that make you stand out. They are the skills that come naturally to you, the things you do well, and the attributes others admire in you. Recognizing your strengths is an essential step in maximizing your potential. When you focus on your strengths, you gain clarity about what you bring to the table and how you can use these talents to achieve your goals and make a difference. One way to identify your strengths is by reflecting on moments when you felt most capable, accomplished, or fulfilled. Think about the tasks you excel at or the compliments you frequently receive from others. These are clues to your natural abilities. Once you've identified your strengths, lean into them and use them as tools to navigate challenges and seize opportunities. While strengths are often celebrated, weaknesses are frequently viewed as flaws to hide or fix. However, weaknesses are not failures, they are opportunities for growth. Embracing your weaknesses means acknowledging the areas where you struggle without judgment or shame. It's about understanding that being imperfect is part of being human and that weaknesses do not define your worth. When you accept your weaknesses, you open the door to self-improvement. Identifying areas where you need support or development allows you to take proactive steps toward growth. For example, if you struggle with organization, you can learn time management strategies. By addressing your weaknesses constructively, you turn them into stepping stones for personal development. Embracing weaknesses also fosters humility and authenticity. Pretending to have no flaws can create unnecessary pressure and lead to feelings of inadequacy when mistakes inevitably happen. When you are honest about your weaknesses, you allow yourself to be vulnerable and real. This vulnerability not only strengthens your relationship with yourself, but also builds trust and connection with others. Understanding your weaknesses also allows you to seek help when needed. No one is great at everything, and that's okay. Asking for support from others, whether it's a mentor, colleague, or friend, shows strength, not weakness. Collaboration and teamwork often lead to greater success, as they allow you to leverage the strengths of others to compensate for your own limitations. Balancing your strengths and weaknesses requires self-awareness. It's important to recognize that over-relying on your strengths can sometimes lead to blind spots. For example, someone with a strong sense of confidence may struggle with listening to feedback, while someone who excels at problem-solving may find it difficult to delegate. Being aware of these tendencies helps you maintain balance and avoid overextending yourself. Accepting your weaknesses also helps you develop resilience. Life will present challenges that test your abilities, and it's normal to fall short sometimes. Instead of being discouraged by your limitations, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Embracing your weaknesses with grace allows you to bounce back stronger after setbacks. Embracing strengths and weaknesses also fosters self-compassion. Many people are their own harshest critics, focusing on their shortcomings and dismissing their achievements. Practicing self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. When you acknowledge both your strengths and weaknesses with compassion, you cultivate a healthier relationship with yourself. Your strengths and weaknesses are also interconnected. Often, your greatest strengths can reveal insights into your weaknesses, and vice versa. For example, a strength in creativity might come with a weakness in structure, while a strength in empathy might lead to difficulty setting boundaries. Recognizing these connections helps you understand yourself on a deeper level and find ways to balance opposing traits. Embracing your strengths and weaknesses also enhances your relationships. When you are honest about who you are, you allow others to see and appreciate the real you. This authenticity creates deeper connections and reduces the need to hide behind a facade. Additionally, recognizing your weaknesses allows you to extend grace to others, as you understand that no one is perfect. Another benefit of embracing your strengths and weaknesses is increased confidence. When you know what you're good at and accept what you're not, you become more comfortable in your own skin. This self-assurance radiates outward, influencing how you approach challenges and interact with others. Confidence doesn't come from pretending to be perfect. It comes from embracing yourself as you are. Embracing both strengths and weaknesses also empowers you to set realistic and meaningful goals. When you understand your abilities and limitations, you can create goals that challenge you without overwhelming you. This balance allows you to achieve success while staying aligned with your values and priorities. Lastly, embracing your strengths and weaknesses is a lifelong process. As you grow and evolve, your abilities and challenges will change. Self-awareness and acceptance are not one-time achievements, but ongoing practices. By continuously reflecting on your strengths and weaknesses, you stay connected to your authentic self and create a foundation for continued growth. In conclusion, embracing your strengths and weaknesses is a powerful step towards self-awareness and self-acceptance. Your strengths are your greatest assets, and your weaknesses are opportunities for growth. Together, they make you unique and human. By understanding and accepting both, you unlock the ability to live authentically, build stronger relationships, and pursue your goals with confidence and resilience. Remember, true strength lies in the courage to embrace yourself fully. Chapter 5. Identifying your core values. Your core values are the foundation of who you are. They are the deeply held beliefs and principles that guide your decisions, actions, and priorities. Identifying your core values is essential for living an authentic and fulfilling life, as they help you align your choices with what truly matters to you. When you know your core values, you gain clarity and direction, making it easier to navigate challenges and pursue your goals. Core values are unique to each individual. They reflect what you stand for and what gives your life meaning. For some, core values may include integrity, compassion, or growth, while for others, they may center around creativity, freedom, or family. These values are not imposed by society or others. They come from within. Identifying your core values is a deeply personal process that requires self-reflection and honesty. One way to uncover your core values is to think about the moments in your life when you felt most fulfilled and authentic. What were you doing? Who were you with? What values were present in those experiences? Reflecting on these moments can reveal the principles that resonate most deeply with you. These values are the ones that bring you joy, purpose, and a sense of alignment. Core values also become evident when you think about what angers or frustrates you. Often, the things that upset us the most violate our deeply held beliefs. For example, if dishonesty makes you angry, it may be because you value truth and transparency. By identifying what triggers strong emotional reactions, you can gain insight into the values that matter most to you. Another way to identify your core values is to consider the people you admire. What qualities do they possess that you respect or aspire to embody? These admired traits often reflect the values you hold dear. For instance, if you look up to someone for their resilience, it may indicate that perseverance is a core value for you. It's important to distinguish between your true core values and the values imposed by society, family, or peers. Sometimes we adopt values because we feel we should, rather than because they truly resonate with us. Identifying your core values means being honest about what feels authentic to you, even if it differs from the expectations of others. This process may involve letting go of societal or external pressures to embrace what genuinely matters to you. Once you've identified your core values, it's essential to prioritize them. While many values may feel important, not all of them will hold equal weight in your life. For example, you may value both success and balance, but one may take precedence depending on your circumstances or goals. Prioritizing your core values helps you make decisions that align with your most important principles. Core values serve as a compass for decision-making. When faced with difficult choices, referring to your values can provide clarity. For example, if you value integrity, you'll be more likely to make ethical decisions, even if they are challenging. Aligning your actions with your values ensures that you stay true to yourself, even under pressure. Living in alignment with your core values also fosters a sense of purpose. When your actions reflect your values, you feel more connected to what you're doing and why it matters. This sense of purpose can motivate you to overcome obstacles and stay committed to your goals. On the other hand, ignoring your values can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction, confusion, or regret. Core values also influence the relationships you build. When you understand your values, you can surround yourself with people who share or respect them. This alignment creates stronger, more authentic connections. For example, if you value kindness, you'll naturally be drawn to people who treat others with compassion. Relationships built on shared values are often more fulfilling and enduring. Identifying your core values can also help you set boundaries. Knowing what matters most to you allows you to protect your time, energy, and resources. For example, if you value family, you may set boundaries around work to ensure you have time for loved ones. Boundaries grounded in core values feel more meaningful and are easier to maintain. Core values are not static. They can evolve as you grow and change. Life experiences, challenges, and new perspectives may lead you to reevaluate what matters most to you. Regularly reflecting on your values ensures that they remain aligned with who you are and who you want to become. This ongoing process allows you to stay connected to your authentic self. Your core values also influence how you define success. Society often measures success by external factors like wealth, status, or achievements. However, when you define success based on your values, it becomes a more personal and fulfilling concept. For example, if your core value is creativity, success may mean expressing yourself through art or innovation rather than accumulating material possessions. One of the challenges of living by your core values is that it may sometimes require making difficult decisions or sacrifices. Staying true to your values may mean saying no to opportunities that conflict with them or standing up for your beliefs even when it's uncomfortable. However, these challenges are worth it because they allow you to live with integrity and self-respect. Embracing your core values also builds confidence and self-trust. When you make decisions based on your values, you feel more secure in your choices, knowing they align with your true self. This confidence allows you to navigate uncertainty and setbacks with greater resilience, as you have a strong sense of what grounds and guides you. Core values are also a source of inner peace. When you live in alignment with your values, you experience less internal conflict and more harmony within yourself. You no longer feel torn between who you are and what you're doing. Instead, your actions reflect your beliefs, creating a sense of balance and authenticity in your life. Sharing your core values with others can also inspire them. When people see you living authentically and staying true to your principles, it encourages them to do the same. Your commitment to your values can serve as a positive example, showing others the power of living a life guided by purpose and meaning. In conclusion, identifying your core values is a transformative process that connects you to your authentic self. These values serve as your inner compass, guiding your decisions, actions, and relationships. By reflecting on what matters most to you, prioritizing your values, and living in alignment with them, you create a life that is purposeful, fulfilling, and true to who you are. Take the time to discover your core values. They are the foundation of the life you're meant to live. Chapter 6. Facing your fears and insecurities. Fear and insecurity are natural parts of being human. They are emotions that arise from uncertainty, self-doubt, or the unknown. While they can sometimes protect us from harm, they can also limit our growth and prevent us from reaching our full potential. Facing your fears and insecurities is an essential step in personal transformation and living an authentic, empowered life. The first step in facing your fears is acknowledging them. Many people try to suppress or ignore their fears, hoping they will disappear. However, avoiding your fears only allows them to grow stronger in the shadows of your mind. Acknowledging them brings them into the light, where you can examine them and begin to understand their roots. This act of awareness is the foundation of courage. Insecurities often stem from comparisons. In a world dominated by social media and societal expectations, it's easy to feel like you're not enough. Whether it's your appearance, abilities, or achievements, comparing yourself to others magnifies your insecurities. The key to overcoming this is recognizing that everyone has their struggles, and what you see on the surface doesn't tell the full story. Focus on your own journey instead of measuring yourself against others. Fear often thrives on uncertainty. It's the what-ifs that keep us from taking risks or stepping out of our comfort zones. To face these fears, it's important to reframe your perspective. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" ask, "What if I succeed?" Shifting your mindset from fear of failure to anticipation of growth helps you approach challenges with curiosity rather than dread. Another way to confront fear is to break it down into smaller, manageable parts. Often fear feels overwhelming because we view it as a massive obstacle. By dissecting it into smaller steps, you can tackle it one piece at a time. For example, if you fear public speaking, start by practicing in front of a mirror, then progress to speaking in front of a small group before addressing a larger audience. Each small step builds confidence and reduces fear. Insecurities are often rooted in past experiences. Perhaps a critical comment, a failure, or a moment of rejection left a lasting impression on your self-esteem. Facing these insecurities requires revisiting those experiences with compassion. Instead of blaming yourself for past mistakes or failures, view them as opportunities for learning and growth. Forgive yourself for what happened and focus on how you've grown since then. Fear often masquerades as excuses. You may tell yourself, "I'm not ready, it's too risky," or "I'll fail if I try." These excuses are your mind's way of avoiding discomfort. To overcome them, you must challenge these thoughts and take action despite your fears. The truth is, you don't have to be fearless to take a step forward. You just need to be brave enough to act, even when fear is present. Building resilience is essential for facing fears and insecurities. Resilience doesn't mean never feeling afraid or insecure. It means bouncing back stronger after encountering challenges. Resilient people understand that setbacks are temporary and don't define their worth. Cultivating resilience allows you to face your fears with the knowledge that, even if you stumble, you have the strength to rise again. Self-awareness is a powerful tool for overcoming insecurities. Take time to reflect on the areas where you feel most insecure and ask yourself why. Are these insecurities based on external pressures, or do they stem from internal beliefs? By understanding the source of your insecurities, you can begin to challenge and change the thoughts that fuel them. One effective way to face fear is through visualization. Imagine yourself confronting your fear and succeeding. Visualize the steps you'll take, how you'll feel, and the positive outcome you'll achieve. This mental rehearsal helps reduce anxiety and builds confidence, making it easier to take real action when the time comes. Insecurities often feed on negative self-talk. The inner critic in your mind may tell you that you're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. To combat this, replace negative self-talk with affirmations. Remind yourself of your strengths, achievements, and the progress you've made. Positive affirmations help rewire your mind and shift your focus from doubt to self-belief. Facing fears also means embracing discomfort. Growth rarely happens in your comfort zone. Whether it's starting a new project, having a difficult conversation, or pursuing a big dream, stepping into discomfort is a necessary part of growth. Each time you face discomfort head-on, you expand your comfort zone and discover new strengths within yourself. Support from others can make a significant difference when facing fears and insecurities. Share your fears with trusted friends, family, or mentors who can offer encouragement and perspective. Sometimes simply voicing your fears can reduce their power. Surrounding yourself with supportive people reminds you that you don't have to face your challenges alone. Celebrating small victories is an important part of overcoming fear. Each time you take a step toward confronting your fear, acknowledge and celebrate your progress. These small wins build momentum and reinforce the belief that you are capable of overcoming challenges. Over time, these incremental successes add up to significant growth. Another way to face fear is by seeking knowledge. Fear often comes from the unknown, so learning more about what you fear can demystify it. For example, if you're afraid of failure, educate yourself about how successful people have overcome setbacks. Knowledge replaces fear with understanding and equips you with tools to navigate challenges. Mindfulness is a valuable practice for managing fear and insecurity. When fear arises, it's easy to spiral into worst-case scenarios or dwell on past mistakes. Mindfulness helps you stay present and focus on what you can control in the moment. By anchoring yourself in the present, you reduce anxiety and gain clarity about your next steps. Gratitude can also counteract fear and insecurity. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your perspective to one of abundance. Gratitude reminds you of your strengths, resources, and the support you have in your life. This positive mindset makes it easier to face challenges with courage and confidence. Facing your fears is a journey, not a one-time event. It requires patience, persistence, and self-compassion. You may stumble along the way, but each step forward brings you closer to freedom from fear. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, it's the willingness to act despite it. With each fear you face, you grow stronger and more capable. In conclusion, facing your fears and insecurities is one of the most empowering journeys you can undertake. It requires courage, self-awareness, and a commitment to growth. By acknowledging your fears, challenging your insecurities, and taking intentional action, you reclaim control over your life. The more you confront your fears, the less power they have over you, and the more confident and resilient you become. Trust yourself, embrace the discomfort, and step boldly into the person you're meant to be. Chapter 7. The Influence of Your Past. Your past is a collection of moments, experiences, and decisions that have shaped the person you are today. It holds lessons, triumphs, mistakes, and even scars, all of which contribute to your growth and identity. While the past plays a powerful role in your life, how you choose to understand and respond to it determines whether it becomes a source of strength or a weight that holds you back. The past often serves as a teacher, offering valuable lessons that can guide your future. When you reflect on past experiences, you can identify patterns, choices, and outcomes that have shaped your journey. By learning from your mistakes and successes, you equip yourself with the wisdom to make better decisions moving forward. Your past is not just a reminder of where you've been, it's a roadmap for where you can go. However, the past can also hold us captive if we allow it. Painful memories, regrets, or unresolved issues can linger, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. It's important to recognize that while you can't change the past, you have the power to change how you perceive and respond to it. Letting go of the pain and resentment tied to your past is a crucial step in reclaiming your present and future. One of the most significant ways the past influences us is through the beliefs it creates. Experiences from childhood, relationships, or pivotal moments often shape our core beliefs about ourselves and the world. For example, a past failure might lead you to believe you're not capable, while a past success might reinforce confidence. Examining these beliefs helps you determine which ones empower you and which ones need to be redefined. The past also influences our fears and insecurities. Negative experiences, such as rejection or criticism, can leave lasting emotional scars that shape how we approach future situations. To move forward, it's essential to confront these fears and insecurities head-on. Acknowledge their origin, challenge their validity, and replace them with thoughts and actions that align with your current reality. Your past relationships play a significant role in shaping your emotional responses and behaviors. The way you were treated by family, friends, or partners often sets the tone for how you interact with others. Positive relationships can leave you feeling supported and valued, while toxic or hurtful ones may leave you guarded or distrustful. Understanding the influence of past relationships allows you to heal and approach new connections with clarity and openness. Many people struggle with regret over past decisions. These regrets can become mental barriers that prevent you from moving forward. It's important to remember that every decision you made was based on the knowledge and circumstances you had at the time. Instead of dwelling on what you could have done differently, focus on what you've learned and how you can apply that wisdom to future choices. Forgiving yourself and others is a transformative way to release the grip of the past. Holding on to grudges or guilt only prolongs your suffering. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful actions. It means freeing yourself from the emotional burden they carry. By choosing forgiveness, you create space for healing, growth, and a brighter future. The past often shapes our identity, but it doesn't have to define us. You are more than the sum of your experiences. While your past has influenced who you are, you have the power to rewrite your narrative and decide who you want to become. Viewing the past as a chapter in your story, rather than the entire book, empowers you to take control of your journey. One of the greatest gifts of the past is its ability to reveal your resilience. When you look back at the challenges you've overcome, you gain a deeper appreciation for your strength and determination. These moments remind you that you are capable of handling adversity and that each struggle has contributed to your growth and character. Your past also influences your habits and routines. The way you've approached life in the past often dictates your current behaviors. Reflecting on these habits can help you identify which ones serve you and which ones need to be changed. By breaking free from unhelpful patterns, you open the door to new possibilities and healthier choices. While the past can be a source of pain, it can also be a source of joy and gratitude. Reflecting on happy memories, achievements, and meaningful moments helps you appreciate the richness of your life. These positive experiences remind you of what's possible and inspire you to create more moments of joy and fulfillment in the future. The past also shapes your sense of purpose. Many people find that their most challenging experiences give rise to their greatest passions or callings. For example, someone who struggled with adversity may feel driven to help others facing similar challenges. By reflecting on your past, you can uncover the values and motivations that guide your actions and give your life meaning. Unresolved trauma from the past can significantly impact your mental and emotional well-being. Seeking support from a therapist or counselor can help you process these experiences and find ways to heal. It's never too late to address the pain of the past and take steps toward a healthier, more fulfilling life. Your past also influences your perception of success and failure. Reflecting on your accomplishments helps you recognize your strengths, while reflecting on failures helps you build resilience and learn valuable lessons. Both success and failure are stepping stones on the path to growth, and embracing them as part of your journey allows you to move forward with confidence. Breaking free from the past doesn't mean forgetting it. It means finding a way to integrate it into your life in a healthy and constructive way. Acknowledge your past experiences, honor the lessons they've taught you, and use them as a foundation for growth. By reframing the past as a source of wisdom, you can transform it into a powerful tool for self-improvement. The past also teaches us the value of change. Looking back, you can see how far you've come and how much you've grown. This perspective reminds you that change is constant and that you have the power to adapt, evolve, and create a better future. Embracing change allows you to approach life with optimism and resilience. Your past experiences can also deepen your empathy and understanding of others. When you reflect on your own struggles and challenges, you gain greater compassion for those facing similar situations. This empathy strengthens your relationships and allows you to connect with others on a deeper level. In conclusion, your past holds incredible influence over your present and future, but it does not control you. By understanding its impact, learning from its lessons, and choosing to let go of what no longer serves you, you can turn your past into a source of strength and inspiration. Embrace your past as a teacher, a guide, and a reminder of your resilience. Remember, your story is still being written, and the chapters ahead are yours to create. Chapter 8: Uncovering Your Passions and Purpose. Passions and purpose are at the heart of a fulfilling and meaningful life. They give you a reason to wake up in the morning, energize your actions, and provide clarity about the path you want to walk. Uncovering your passions and purpose is not a one-time revelation, but a journey of exploration and self-discovery. It requires patience, introspection, and a willingness to embrace what lights you up inside. Your passions are the activities, interests, and ideas that excite and inspire you. They often feel effortless and rewarding, giving you a sense of joy and satisfaction. To uncover your passions, reflect on the moments when you felt most alive. What were you doing? What topics or activities naturally draw your attention? These clues can help you identify what truly sparks your enthusiasm. Passions often connect to your natural talents or skills. Think about the things you do well and enjoy doing. Perhaps you have a talent for storytelling, problem-solving, or creating art. These abilities are often tied to your passions, as they represent areas where you can excel and make a meaningful impact. Exploring your strengths can help you uncover what you love most. Your purpose, on the other hand, is the deeper why behind your actions. It's the driving force that gives your life meaning and direction. While passions are about what excites you, purpose is about how you contribute to the world. It's the connection between your talents, values, and the impact you want to make. Discovering your purpose often begins with asking, How can I use what I love to make a difference? One way to uncover your purpose is to reflect on your values. What principles guide your life? What do you believe in deeply? Your purpose is often rooted in these values, as they represent what truly matters to you. For example, if you value kindness, your purpose might involve helping others or creating a positive impact in your community. Your passions and purpose are also influenced by your experiences. The challenges you've faced, the lessons you've learned, and the moments that have shaped you all play a role in defining your unique perspective. Reflecting on these experiences can reveal the areas where you feel most called to make a difference. Sometimes, the struggles you've overcome become the foundation for your purpose. Exploration is key to uncovering your passions and purpose. Try new activities, step outside your comfort zone, and follow your curiosity. Each experience helps you learn more about yourself and what resonates with you. Don't be afraid to experiment and let go of things that don't feel aligned. The process of exploration allows you to refine your understanding of what truly excites and fulfills you. Passions and purpose are not always grand or dramatic. They can be found in the simplest of things: writing, gardening, teaching, or listening to others. What matters is that they feel meaningful to you. Avoid comparing your passions to others. What ignites your spark is uniquely yours, and it doesn't have to align with anyone else's idea of success or fulfillment. Uncovering your passions and purpose often requires you to reconnect with your inner child. Think about the things you loved doing as a child before societal expectations influenced your choices. Children are naturally drawn to their passions because they act without fear of judgment. Recalling these moments of pure joy can help you rediscover what truly excites you. Fear and doubt can often cloud your ability to uncover your passions and purpose. You may worry about whether you're good enough or if your passions are practical. To move forward, it's essential to let go of these fears and give yourself permission to explore without judgment. Trust that your unique path will reveal itself as you take one step at a time. Your purpose doesn't have to be tied to a specific career or role. While many people find purpose in their work, purpose can also be found in relationships, hobbies, or acts of service. It's about aligning your daily actions with your core values and passions, regardless of the context. Purpose is not limited to one area of life. It can be woven into everything you do. Journaling is a powerful tool for uncovering your passions and purpose. Take time to write about what excites you, what you're curious about, and what you hope to achieve in life. Reflect on the moments when you felt most fulfilled and the contributions you want to make. Writing helps you clarify your thoughts and uncover patterns that point to your deeper purpose. Another way to uncover your purpose is by considering the impact you want to have on others. Purpose is often tied to service, how you can use your strengths and passions to uplift, inspire, or support those around you. Think about the legacy you want to leave and the difference you want to make. These reflections can guide you toward a purpose that feels meaningful and fulfilling. Passions and purpose are dynamic. They can evolve over time. What excites you today may not resonate with you in the future, and that's okay. Allow yourself the flexibility to grow and adapt as you learn more about yourself. Staying open to change ensures that your passions and purpose remain aligned with your evolving identity. Sometimes your purpose is hidden in the struggles you've faced. Painful experiences often lead to profound insights and a desire to create change. For example, someone who has overcome adversity may feel called to help others facing similar challenges. Viewing your struggles as a source of strength allows you to turn pain into purpose. Passions and purpose thrive when nurtured. Surround yourself with people who inspire and support you. Seek out mentors, communities, and environments that encourage you to pursue what matters most. The energy and inspiration from like-minded individuals can fuel your journey and keep you motivated. Uncovering your passions and purpose also requires patience. It's easy to feel frustrated if the answers don't come immediately, but purpose is not something you can rush. Give yourself the time and space to explore, reflect, and grow. Trust that the process will unfold in its own time and celebrate each step of the journey. Passions often align with the activities that make you lose track of time. Pay attention to the things that absorb you so completely that you forget the world around you. These moments of flow are indicators of what you love and where your strengths lie. Following this sense of flow can lead you closer to your true passions. Uncovering your purpose often involves listening to your intuition. Your inner voice knows what feels right, even if it doesn't always align with logic or practicality. Trusting your intuition allows you to follow a path that feels authentic and fulfilling, even if it takes you in unexpected directions. Finally, uncovering your passions and purpose is a deeply rewarding journey that brings you closer to your true self. It allows you to live with intention, align your actions with your values, and contribute to the world in meaningful ways. As you uncover what excites and fulfills you, you create a life that reflects your unique gifts and potential. Remember, your passions and purpose are already within you, waiting to be discovered, embraced, and celebrated. Passions and purpose often reveal themselves in moments of stillness and reflection. In a busy world full of distractions, taking time to be alone with your thoughts can help you uncover what truly matters to you. Meditation, quiet walks, or simply sitting in silence can create the mental space needed to connect with your inner desires and dreams. Often, your purpose whispers in the quiet moments when you are fully present with yourself. Another way to uncover your passions and purpose is through trial and error. Sometimes you may not know what excites you until you try different things. Be open to experimenting with new hobbies, interests, or roles, even if they feel outside your comfort zone. Each experience, whether it's a success or a failure, brings you closer to understanding what resonates with you and what doesn't. Your passions and purpose may also be revealed in the activities that make you feel energized rather than drained. Pay attention to what excites you and fills you with a sense of vitality. These activities often align with your natural strengths and inner desires. When you pursue what energizes you, it becomes easier to stay motivated and committed. Sometimes your purpose is intertwined with the needs of the world around you. Look for problems you feel compelled to solve or causes that ignite a sense of responsibility within you. Your purpose may lie in addressing these challenges, using your unique skills and passions to create positive change. Purpose often grows when you combine what you love with what the world needs. Uncovering your passions and purpose requires letting go of fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of the unknown can block your path to self-discovery. Instead of letting fear hold you back, view it as a signal that you are stepping into something meaningful. Facing your fears with courage opens the door to possibilities that might have otherwise remained hidden. Your life's purpose is often revealed in moments of connection with others. Pay attention to the relationships that inspire and fulfill you. These connections can provide insights into your values and the type of impact you want to have. When you focus on how you can contribute to the lives of others, you may find a deeper sense of meaning and alignment. Passions are not always instant revelations. They can grow over time. Sometimes an initial interest may seem small or insignificant, but as you explore it further, it can blossom into something much greater. Be patient with yourself and allow your interests to evolve naturally. Purpose is not always about discovering something new. It can also be about nurturing what's already there. Your passions and purpose can often be found in the things you are willing to work hard for. The effort and dedication you put into something you care about are signs of a deeper connection. When you're willing to invest your time and energy without expecting immediate rewards, it's a strong indicator that you've found something meaningful. Sometimes, uncovering your passions requires stepping back from the expectations of others. Society, family, or cultural norms may try to dictate what your purpose should be. To truly discover what matters to you, you must detach from these external influences and listen to your inner voice. Your purpose is uniquely yours, and no one else can define it for you. Passions and purpose are closely tied to gratitude. Reflecting on the things you are grateful for can reveal what brings you joy and fulfillment. Gratitude helps you focus on the positive aspects of your life, which can lead to greater clarity about what truly matters. When you align your passions with a sense of gratitude, your purpose becomes even more meaningful. Uncovering your passions and purpose is also about embracing imperfection. You don't need to have everything figured out to take the first step. Many people hesitate to pursue their passions because they fear they're not good enough yet. Remember that mastery comes with time and practice. Allow yourself to grow and improve as you follow your path. Your purpose may be tied to a vision of the future. Imagine the kind of life you want to create, the impact you want to make, and the legacy you want to leave behind. Visualizing this future can help you align your actions with your long-term goals and clarify the steps you need to take. Purpose often emerges when you focus on the bigger picture. Passions and purpose thrive in environments that support growth. Surround yourself with people, resources, and opportunities that encourage you to pursue what you love. A supportive environment can amplify your confidence and motivation, making it easier to stay on track. Seek out mentors, join communities, and invest in experiences that align with your values and interests. Uncovering your passions can also be a process of healing. Sometimes past wounds or limiting beliefs can block your ability to connect with what you love. Addressing these barriers through self-reflection, therapy, or support from loved ones can help you clear the path to self-discovery. Healing creates the space for your passions to flourish. Your passions and purpose may also lie in the stories you tell yourself. Pay attention to the narratives you hold about your life and your potential. Are they empowering, or are they holding you back? Rewriting these stories with a focus on possibility and growth can help you uncover a deeper sense of purpose and drive. Aligning your passions with your daily actions is a powerful way to bring purpose into your life. Even small, consistent steps toward what you love can create a ripple effect of fulfillment. Purpose doesn't always require dramatic changes. It's often found in the simple act of showing up for what matters to you every day. Passions and purpose often involve giving yourself permission to dream. Many people suppress their dreams out of fear of failure or rejection. Allow yourself to imagine what's possible without limitations. Dreaming big opens the door to creativity and inspiration, helping you uncover what truly excites and motivates you. Uncovering your passions and purpose can also be about finding alignment between your heart and your mind. Passion is often driven by emotion, while purpose is guided by logic and values. When these two aspects of yourself work together, you create a balanced and meaningful path forward. Listen to both your emotions and your reasoning to make choices that feel authentic. Finally, your passions and purpose are ultimately about living a life true to yourself. They are not about impressing others, meeting societal expectations, or achieving perfection. They are about aligning your life with your values, strengths, and desires. When you embrace your unique path, you create a life filled with meaning, fulfillment, and joy. In conclusion, uncovering your passions and purpose is a journey that requires exploration, self-reflection, and courage. It's about listening to your inner voice, embracing your unique gifts, and aligning your actions with what truly matters to you. Trust the process, be patient with yourself, and remember that your passions and purpose are already within you, waiting to be uncovered and celebrated. Chapter 9. The Role of Your Ego. The ego is a complex and powerful aspect of your personality. It's the voice in your mind that shapes how you see yourself, how you interact with others, and how you respond to challenges. The ego often acts as both a protector and a barrier. It can provide confidence and self-assurance, but it can also create illusions, insecurities, and unnecessary conflict. Understanding the role of your ego is essential for personal growth and for cultivating healthier relationships with yourself and others. At its core, the ego is your sense of self. It's the part of you that identifies as I and distinguishes you from others. The ego helps you navigate the world by creating a mental framework for who you are, based on your beliefs, experiences, and social roles. While this sense of self is important, it can also become rigid and limiting if it's overly tied to external validation or fixed identities. One of the primary roles of the ego is to protect your self-image. It seeks to defend you from criticism, failure, or anything that threatens your sense of worth. While this can be helpful in maintaining confidence, an overactive ego can lead to defensiveness and an unwillingness to accept feedback or admit mistakes. True growth comes from balancing self-protection with self-awareness and openness to change. The ego often drives the need for comparison. It seeks to measure your worth by comparing you to others, which can lead to feelings of superiority or inferiority. This constant need to evaluate yourself against others can create anxiety and dissatisfaction. Recognizing when your ego is fueling these comparisons allows you to shift your focus inward and find fulfillment in your own unique journey. Pride is another aspect of the ego that can both empower and hinder you. Healthy pride arises from genuine accomplishments and self-respect, while excessive pride stems from a need to prove your worth to others. When pride becomes a barrier to humility or self-improvement, it's a sign that your ego is in control. Balancing pride with humility allows you to grow while staying grounded. The ego often seeks control and certainty. It resists vulnerability and avoids situations where you might feel exposed or unsure. However, vulnerability is a necessary part of growth, connection, and authenticity. By learning to embrace uncertainty and take risks, you can transcend the ego's need for control and experience deeper fulfillment. The ego can also create illusions about your identity. It may convince you that you are defined by your achievements, possessions, or social status. While these external factors can contribute to your sense of self, they are not the essence of who you are. True self-worth comes from within, not from the labels or roles assigned by society. One of the ego's most challenging traits is its resistance to change. It clings to familiar patterns and beliefs, even when they no longer serve you. This resistance can prevent you from growing, learning, and adapting to new circumstances. Recognizing the ego's fear of change allows you to confront it and step into new opportunities with courage. The ego often reacts strongly to criticism or failure, interpreting them as personal attacks. This can lead to defensiveness, denial, or a fear of taking risks. By detaching your sense of worth from external outcomes, you can approach challenges with a growth mindset rather than an ego-driven need to protect your image. The ego also plays a role in conflict. It often fuels arguments by insisting on being right or needing to win. This need for validation can strain relationships and create unnecessary tension. Practicing empathy, active listening, and humility helps you move beyond the ego's desire for dominance and fosters healthier communication. Another way the ego influences your life is through the stories you tell yourself. It creates narratives about who you are, what you deserve, and what you're capable of. While these stories can be empowering, they can also be limiting if they are rooted in fear or insecurity. Challenging these narratives allows you to rewrite them in a way that aligns with your true potential. The ego often seeks validation from others. It craves praise, recognition, and approval, which can lead to a dependency on external affirmation. While it's natural to enjoy positive feedback, relying on it for your self-worth can make you vulnerable to disappointment. Building an internal sense of confidence helps you detach from the ego's need for constant validation. An unchecked ego can also lead to perfectionism. It may convince you that you need to excel in everything to prove your worth, creating unrealistic expectations and constant pressure. By accepting that imperfection is a natural part of life, you can free yourself from the ego's demand for flawless performance and focus on progress instead. The ego is deeply tied to fear. It fears rejection, failure, and loss because these experiences threaten its carefully constructed identity. However, fear is also a powerful teacher. By confronting the ego's fears, you can uncover the strength and resilience that lie beneath them. Each time you face fear, you diminish the ego's hold on your life. One of the most profound roles of the ego is its ability to teach you about yourself. By observing when and how your ego reacts, you gain insights into your insecurities, desires, and triggers. This self-awareness is the first step toward transcending the ego's limitations and connecting with your higher self. The ego often focuses on the past or future, replaying old wounds or worrying about what's to come. This focus on what was or what might be can distract you from the present moment. Practicing mindfulness helps quiet the ego and allows you to fully experience the here and now, where true peace and fulfillment reside. While the ego can create barriers, it is not inherently bad. It serves an important purpose in helping you navigate the world and build a sense of self. The key is to understand and manage the ego rather than letting it control you. When the ego is balanced, it becomes a tool for growth rather than a source of limitation. The ego's role in relationships is significant. It often seeks to protect you from vulnerability, which can create distance between you and others. By recognizing the ego's influence, you can approach relationships with greater openness and authenticity. True connection happens when you let go of the need to defend or prove yourself, and instead show up as your genuine self. Transcending the ego doesn't mean eliminating it, it means putting it in its proper place. The ego is a part of you, but it is not all of you. By integrating the ego with your higher self, you can create a harmonious balance that allows you to live authentically and purposefully. In conclusion, the role of the ego is multifaceted. It can protect, motivate, and guide you, but it can also create illusions, fears, and conflicts. Understanding and managing the ego is essential for personal growth, self-awareness, and deeper connections with others. By observing its influence, challenging its limitations, and embracing humility and vulnerability, you can transcend the ego's constraints and live a life that reflects your true self. The ego also plays a significant role in how you handle success. While success can be empowering, an unchecked ego can distort it into a source of arrogance or entitlement. When you allow your achievements to define your self-worth, you risk becoming overly attached to external validation. True fulfillment comes from recognizing your successes without letting them inflate your sense of superiority. Staying grounded ensures that success remains a motivator rather than a trap for the ego. On the flip side, The ego often struggles with failure. It tends to view failure as a personal attack, magnifying feelings of inadequacy and shame. This fear of failure can discourage you from taking risks or pursuing opportunities. By redefining failure as a stepping stone for growth, you can bypass the ego's resistance and focus on the lessons each setback provides. Failure, when embraced with humility, becomes a powerful teacher. The ego is also deeply connected to your sense of identity. It thrives on labels such as job titles, social roles, or cultural affiliations. While these labels can provide a sense of structure, they can also become restrictive if they limit your ability to evolve. Letting go of rigid labels allows you to expand your identity and explore new facets of who you are beyond what the ego has defined for you. One of the ego's most subtle influences is its tendency to create illusions of separation. It convinces you that you are separate from others, fostering a sense of competition, comparison, or alienation. This illusion can lead to feelings of loneliness or conflict. Recognizing that we are all interconnected helps dissolve the ego's barriers and fosters empathy, unity, and collaboration. The ego often resists forgiveness. Whether it's forgiving yourself or others, the ego sees forgiveness as a sign of weakness or defeat. However, forgiveness is a powerful act that frees you from the emotional burdens of resentment and guilt. By choosing to forgive, you transcend the ego's need for retribution and embrace a path of healing and inner peace. Another way the ego manifests is through attachment. It clings to people, possessions, or outcomes, believing they are essential for happiness. This attachment can lead to fear of loss and a constant need for control. Letting go of these attachments allows you to experience freedom and trust in the natural flow of life. True contentment arises when you detach from the ego's grasp and find joy within yourself. The ego often seeks perfection, convincing you that you must meet impossible standards to be worthy. This pursuit of perfection can create anxiety, burnout, and dissatisfaction. By embracing imperfection, you release the ego's unrealistic expectations and allow yourself to grow through trial and error. Imperfection is not a flaw, it is a reflection of your humanity. One of the ego's most deceptive roles is its ability to create a false sense of security. It may convince you that by staying within your comfort zone, you can avoid failure or rejection. However, this false security often leads to stagnation and missed opportunities. Growth requires stepping beyond the ego's boundaries and embracing the uncertainty of new experiences. The ego can also manifest as judgment, both of yourself and others. It thrives on creating hierarchies and assigning value based on superficial criteria. This judgment often stems from the ego's need to validate its own worth. Letting go of judgment fosters acceptance and compassion, allowing you to see yourself and others more clearly and without bias. Another subtle influence of the ego is its tendency to over-identify with thoughts and emotions. It convinces you that every thought or feeling is a reflection of who you are. This over-identification can lead to unnecessary suffering. By observing your thoughts and emotions without attaching your identity to them, you create space for clarity and self-awareness. The ego also plays a role in how you respond to criticism. It often perceives criticism as a threat to your self-worth, leading to defensiveness or hostility. However, constructive criticism is an opportunity for growth. By separating your ego from the feedback, you can objectively evaluate its validity and use it to improve. Criticism is not a reflection of your worth, but a tool for learning. The ego often fuels impatience. It wants immediate results and gratification, which can lead to frustration and disappointment. Cultivating patience allows you to overcome the ego's impulsive tendencies and focus on the long-term journey. Patience teaches you to trust the process and appreciate the progress you're making, no matter how slow it may seem. Another way the ego influences you is by amplifying fear of rejection. It seeks approval and validation, interpreting rejection as a personal failure. This fear can prevent you from expressing your true self or pursuing meaningful connections. By recognizing that rejection is often not about you, but about others' preferences or circumstances, you can overcome the ego's fear and embrace authenticity. The ego also influences how you handle praise. While it's natural to enjoy recognition, an overactive ego may use praise to inflate your sense of importance. This can create a dependency on external approval. Learning to accept praise with gratitude and humility allows you to appreciate it without letting it define your self-worth. One of the ego's challenges is its tendency to resist asking for help. It equates vulnerability with weakness, convincing you that you must handle everything on your own. However, seeking support is a sign of strength, not weakness. By acknowledging when you need help, you foster connection and collaboration, diminishing the ego's need for self-reliance. The ego also thrives on distractions, keeping you focused on external achievements or material possessions instead of inner growth. It convinces you that happiness lies in acquiring more, doing more, or being more. True fulfillment, however, comes from within. By quieting the ego's distractions, you can focus on what truly matters: your values, relationships, and sense of purpose. The ego often creates resistance to change by clinging to familiarity and routine. It fears the unknown and prefers the comfort of the status quo. However, change is a natural and necessary part of life. Embracing change requires stepping beyond the ego's fear and trusting in your ability to adapt and grow through new experiences. The ego's influence can also be seen in how you handle unmet expectations. It sets rigid goals and becomes frustrated when reality doesn't align with its plans. Learning to adapt and let go of expectations helps you navigate life with greater flexibility and resilience. Disappointments are not failures. They are opportunities to realign with what truly matters. Finally, the ego's ultimate lesson is that it is not your enemy. While it can create challenges, it is also a tool for growth and self-awareness. By observing and understanding your ego, you can integrate it into your life in a balanced way. The ego is not who you are. It is a part of you that can be guided by your higher self. When you lead with awareness, humility, and authenticity, the ego becomes a servant to your growth rather than a master of your actions. In conclusion, the role of the ego is multifaceted, influencing how you see yourself, interact with others, and respond to life's challenges. By understanding its tendencies and managing its influence, you can transcend its limitations and live a more authentic and fulfilling life. The ego is not something to eliminate, but something to balance, observe, and guide with self-awareness. In doing so, you unlock the freedom to live in alignment with your true self. Chapter 10. Listening to your inner voice. Your inner voice is the quiet, intuitive guide within you that knows what you truly need, want, and value. It's the voice of your authentic self, distinct from the noise of external influences and societal expectations. Listening to your inner voice is essential for making decisions that align with your true self and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Your inner voice often speaks through feelings rather than words. It might manifest as a gut feeling, a sense of peace, or even discomfort that signals something is not right. Tuning into these subtle signals requires mindfulness and self-awareness. By paying attention to how you feel in different situations, you can begin to recognize the wisdom your inner voice is offering. One of the biggest challenges to hearing your inner voice is the constant noise of the external world. Opinions, advice, and societal expectations can drown out your intuition, making it difficult to distinguish your true desires from what others expect of you. Creating moments of silence and stillness through practices like meditation or journaling allows your inner voice to emerge. Listening to your inner voice requires trust. Often, your intuition may guide you in a direction that feels unconventional or uncertain. It may challenge logic or go against the advice of others. Trusting your inner voice means believing in its wisdom, even when the path ahead is unclear. This trust grows stronger with practice and experience. Your inner voice is deeply connected to your values and passions. It knows what truly matters to you and can guide you toward a life that reflects those priorities. When you feel conflicted or lost, your inner voice can provide clarity by reminding you of your core values. It's a compass that helps you navigate decisions with authenticity and purpose. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles to listening to your inner voice. The ego often creates fear of failure, rejection, or uncertainty, which can overshadow your intuition. To overcome this, it's important to separate fear from your inner guidance. While fear focuses on what could go wrong, your inner voice often encourages you to take risks and embrace growth. Your inner voice is always present, but it requires you to slow down and listen. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to ignore or suppress your intuition. Making time for reflection, solitude, and mindfulness helps you reconnect with your inner self. These practices create space for your inner voice to be heard. One of the ways your inner voice communicates is through clarity. When you're aligned with your true self, decisions often feel clear and effortless. In contrast, when you're ignoring your intuition, you may feel confused or uncertain. Paying attention to this sense of clarity can help you differentiate between what feels right and what doesn't. Your inner voice is not just about big life decisions. It also guides you in small, everyday choices. It might nudge you to rest when you're tired, to reach out to someone who needs support, or to take a moment to appreciate life's simple joys. Honoring these small intuitive prompts strengthens your connection with your inner guidance. Sometimes your inner voice may ask you to let go of things that no longer serve you. This could be a relationship, a job, or even a long-held belief. Letting go can be difficult, especially when the ego clings to familiarity. However, listening to your inner voice allows you to create space for new opportunities and growth. Your inner voice often speaks in moments of stillness, but it can also emerge in times of crisis or challenge. When faced with difficult decisions, your intuition may provide a sense of calm or certainty about the best course of action. Trusting your inner voice during these moments can help you navigate challenges with resilience and clarity. Building a relationship with your inner voice requires patience and practice. At first, it may feel faint or difficult to discern from other thoughts and emotions. Over time, as you listen and act on its guidance, your inner voice will become stronger and more reliable. It's like a muscle that grows with consistent use. Your inner voice is unique to you. While advice and insights from others can be helpful, no one else can fully understand your journey or what's right for you. Listening to your inner voice means prioritizing your own truth over external opinions. It's about honoring your individuality and trusting that you know what's best for your life. Doubt often creeps in when you start listening to your inner voice. You might question whether it's truly intuition or just wishful thinking. One way to differentiate is to notice how it feels. Your inner voice often brings a sense of peace, while fear or doubt creates tension. Learning to trust this feeling helps you distinguish genuine intuition from other influences. Your inner voice also plays a key role in self-care. It knows when you need to rest, recharge, or take a step back from stress. Ignoring these cues can lead to burnout or overwhelm. By listening to your inner voice and prioritizing your well-being, you create a foundation for greater balance and fulfillment in your life. Creativity is another area where your inner voice shines. It guides you toward ideas, projects, and expressions that resonate with your true self. Many of the greatest works of art, innovation, and inspiration come from people who listened to their inner guidance and followed their unique vision. Your inner voice is a wellspring of creative potential waiting to be tapped. Your inner voice can also help you navigate relationships. It can guide you toward people who uplift and support you, and away from those who drain or harm you. It may nudge you to set boundaries, speak your truth, or show compassion when needed. Listening to your inner voice in relationships fosters authenticity and deeper connections. The more you listen to your inner voice, the more aligned your actions become with your true self. This alignment creates a sense of harmony and purpose in your life. When your choices reflect your inner truth, you feel more confident, fulfilled, and at peace with yourself and the world around you. Listening to your inner voice also builds self-trust. Each time you act on your intuition and see positive results, your confidence in your inner guidance grows. This trust becomes a powerful tool for navigating life's uncertainties and challenges, allowing you to rely on your inner wisdom instead of external validation. In conclusion, your inner voice is one of your greatest allies. It is the voice of your authentic self, guiding you toward a life that reflects your values, passions, and purpose. By creating space to listen, trusting its wisdom, and acting on its guidance, you can strengthen your connection with this powerful inner resource. Remember, your inner voice is always there, waiting to lead you toward your best and most fulfilling life. Your inner voice often acts as a moral compass, guiding you to make ethical and values-driven decisions. It helps you distinguish right from wrong, even in situations where the lines are blurred or where external pressures tempt you to compromise your integrity. By listening to this inner guide, you ensure that your choices align with your principles, fostering self-respect and peace of mind. One of the most transformative aspects of your inner voice is its ability to guide you through moments of uncertainty. When life feels chaotic or overwhelming, your intuition provides a steady presence, helping you focus on what truly matters. By quieting external distractions and tuning into your inner voice, you can find clarity and direction even in the most challenging times. Your inner voice can also help you overcome indecision. Many people struggle with overthinking, analyzing every possible outcome until they feel paralyzed. Your inner voice cuts through this noise with a sense of simplicity and certainty. It often provides an immediate sense of what feels right, allowing you to move forward with confidence instead of being stuck in doubt. Listening to your inner voice can uncover hidden passions and interests. Often, your intuition will nudge you toward activities or opportunities that excite and energize you, even if they seem unrelated to your current path. Following these intuitive prompts can lead to unexpected discoveries about your talents, interests, and life purpose. Your inner voice is also a powerful tool for self-compassion. It encourages you to be kind to yourself, especially when you're feeling vulnerable or struggling. While the critical inner voice may highlight your mistakes or shortcomings, your true inner voice gently reminds you of your worth and encourages you to treat yourself with understanding and patience. Trusting your inner voice requires letting go of the need for external validation. Many people hesitate to act on their intuition because they fear judgment or rejection from others. However, your inner voice reflects your unique truth, and listening to it often means prioritizing your authenticity over approval. Over time, this practice builds confidence in your own decisions and path. The inner voice is often associated with creativity and inspiration. It whispers ideas, solutions, and innovations that might not come from logical thinking alone. Many artists, writers, and inventors describe their greatest work as emerging from a deep connection to their intuition. By nurturing your inner voice, you unlock the creative potential that resides within you. Your inner voice also helps you establish boundaries. It alerts you when something feels off or when someone's behavior crosses your limits. Learning to listen to these signals allows you to protect your energy and maintain healthy relationships. Acting on your inner voice in these situations is an act of self-respect and empowerment. One of the most profound aspects of listening to your inner voice is the way it strengthens your connection with your authentic self. The more you honor your intuition, the more aligned you become with your true desires, values, and purpose. This alignment creates a sense of inner harmony and reduces the conflict between who you are and how you live. Your inner voice often appears as a quiet, persistent feeling rather than a loud command. This subtlety can make it easy to overlook, especially when external demands are loud and urgent. Cultivating mindfulness and awareness helps you recognize these gentle nudges and trust their guidance, even when they don't seem logical at first. Listening to your inner voice fosters resilience. It helps you stay grounded and focused during difficult times, reminding you that you have the strength to persevere. Your inner voice often offers encouragement and hope, even when external circumstances seem bleak. This inner strength becomes a wellspring of courage and determination. The inner voice is also closely tied to your intuition about people. It can provide subtle but powerful insights about who to trust, who to connect with, and who to distance yourself from. Often, your intuition picks up on cues that your conscious mind might miss. Trusting your inner voice in relationships helps you build stronger, more authentic connections. Your inner voice often challenges you to grow. It may nudge you to take risks, step out of your comfort zone, or pursue a path that feels uncertain but exciting. While these prompts can feel intimidating, they are often a sign that your inner voice recognizes your potential and wants you to rise to it. Growth happens when you trust and act on these inner urgings. Another way your inner voice supports you is by helping you find balance. It reminds you when you've been working too hard and need rest, or when you've been too passive and need to take action. By listening to these cues, you create a life that feels more harmonious and aligned with your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. The inner voice can also guide you toward healing. It may encourage you to revisit unresolved emotions, forgive yourself or others, or seek help when you need it. Your intuition knows what your heart needs to heal, even if your mind resists. Listening to this guidance helps you process pain and move forward with greater peace and clarity. One of the greatest gifts of your inner voice is its ability to help you find meaning in your life. It often leads you toward experiences, relationships, and goals that feel deeply fulfilling. When you align with your inner voice, you discover a sense of purpose and joy that comes from living authentically and intentionally. Your inner voice also reminds you of the importance of gratitude. It often draws your attention to the blessings in your life, helping you focus on what's good rather than what's lacking. This practice of gratitude not only fosters a positive mindset, but also strengthens your connection with your inner guidance. Listening to your inner voice helps you embrace uncertainty. Life is full of unknowns, and the ego often seeks control and predictability. Your inner voice, however, is comfortable with ambiguity. It encourages you to trust the process and take steps forward, even when the path ahead isn't fully clear. This trust allows you to navigate life's uncertainties with grace. Finally, your inner voice is a source of unconditional support. While external circumstances may change and people may come and go, your inner voice remains a constant presence. It's always there to guide, encourage, and comfort you, no matter what challenges you face. By strengthening your connection to your inner voice, you build an unwavering foundation of self-trust and inner peace. In conclusion, listening to your inner voice is a powerful practice that connects you to your authentic self, fosters resilience, and helps you live a life of purpose and fulfillment. By creating space to hear it, trusting its guidance, and acting on its wisdom, you cultivate a deeper sense of clarity, balance, and self-awareness. Your inner voice is your truest ally, always present, always guiding you toward your highest potential. Trust it, nurture it, and let it lead you to the life you were meant to live. Chapter 11. The Importance of Solitude. Solitude is a gift that offers the opportunity to reconnect with yourself, recharge your mind, and gain clarity in an otherwise chaotic world. While society often glorifies constant activity and social interaction, the value of spending time alone is often overlooked. Solitude is not loneliness. It is a conscious choice to create space for self-reflection, growth, and inner peace. By embracing solitude, you can deepen your understanding of yourself and create a more balanced, meaningful life. One of the most profound benefits of solitude is self-awareness. In moments of quiet, you can step away from the distractions of the external world and tune into your inner thoughts and feelings. This allows you to reflect on your emotions, identify your desires, and understand your motivations. Without the noise of other people's opinions or societal expectations, you can uncover your authentic self. Solitude also enhances creativity. Many of the world's greatest ideas, inventions, and works of art have emerged during moments of quiet reflection. When you're alone, your mind has the freedom to wander, explore new possibilities, and make unexpected connections. Solitude provides the mental space needed for imagination and innovation to thrive. In today's fast-paced world, solitude offers a much-needed chance to rest and recharge. Constant social interaction and external stimulation can be draining, leaving you feeling overwhelmed or burned out. Taking time for yourself allows you to replenish your energy and restore your focus. This renewal helps you return to your daily life with greater clarity and resilience. Spending time alone can also strengthen your decision-making skills. When you're surrounded by others, it's easy to be influenced by their opinions or preferences. Solitude gives you the chance to think independently and make decisions that align with your values and goals. It allows you to trust your judgment and build confidence in your ability to navigate life's challenges. Solitude is a powerful tool for stress relief. When you're constantly interacting with others or responding to external demands, stress can build up without an outlet. Solitude provides a break from these pressures, allowing you to unwind and process your emotions. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence, solitude helps you release tension and find inner calm. One of the most transformative aspects of solitude is its ability to deepen your connection with yourself. When you spend time alone, you can explore your thoughts, dreams, and fears without judgment. This self-exploration fosters a sense of self-acceptance and self-love, helping you build a stronger relationship with yourself. Solitude becomes a sanctuary where you can be your truest self. Solitude also helps you appreciate your relationships more. When you take time for yourself, you gain a deeper understanding of what you need and value in your connections with others. This clarity allows you to approach your relationships with greater authenticity and intention. Additionally, the space created by solitude can make your time with loved ones feel more meaningful and enjoyable, In moments of solitude, you have the freedom to reflect on your life and evaluate your choices. This reflection helps you identify areas where you're thriving and areas where you may need to make changes. Solitude acts as a mirror, revealing the patterns and habits that shape your life. By examining these reflections, you can make adjustments that align with your values and aspirations. Solitude can also improve your emotional resilience. Spending time alone allows you to process difficult emotions such as grief, anger, or sadness in a healthy and constructive way. Without distractions, you can fully experience and understand these emotions, which helps you heal and grow. Solitude teaches you that it's okay to feel and that you have the strength to face your emotions. Another benefit of solitude is that it encourages mindfulness. When you're alone, you have the opportunity to focus on the present moment without external distractions. Whether it's savoring a cup of tea, enjoying a walk in nature, or simply observing your breath, solitude helps you connect with the here and now. This mindfulness brings a sense of peace and gratitude to your daily life. Solitude is also an opportunity for personal growth. It gives you the space to explore new interests, develop skills, or pursue hobbies that bring you joy. Whether you're reading, writing, painting, or learning something new, solitude allows you to invest in yourself without the need for external validation. It's a time to nurture your passions and expand your horizons. Spending time alone can help you gain clarity about your goals and purpose. In solitude, you can think deeply about what truly matters to you and what you want to achieve. This clarity helps you set meaningful goals and take steps toward living a purposeful life. Solitude is a space where you can align your actions with your values and vision for the future. Solitude also fosters independence. When you're comfortable being alone, you develop a sense of self-reliance and confidence in your ability to handle challenges on your own. This independence empowers you to navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease. It also strengthens your ability to enjoy your own company, which is a vital aspect of personal fulfillment. In moments of solitude, you can reconnect with nature and the world around you. Spending time alone in nature, whether it's a walk in the park or sitting by the ocean, allows you to feel a sense of awe and connection to something greater than yourself. Nature has a calming and grounding effect, reminding you of the beauty and simplicity of life. Solitude is also an opportunity to disconnect from technology and social media. Constant connectivity can create a sense of overwhelm and comparison. Taking intentional breaks from screens allows you to focus on yourself and your own life without distractions. This digital detox helps you recharge and regain a sense of balance. In addition to fostering self-awareness, solitude helps you practice self-discipline. When you're alone, you're solely responsible for how you spend your time. This independence challenges you to prioritize your goals and stay committed to your intentions. Solitude becomes a space for cultivating focus, productivity, and accountability. Solitude can also help you build empathy. When you take time to reflect on your own experiences and emotions, you gain a deeper understanding of the human condition. This self-awareness allows you to relate to others with greater compassion and sensitivity. Solitude helps you see the common threads that connect us all, fostering a sense of unity. The practice of solitude can be transformative during major life transitions. Whether you're facing a career change, a relationship shift, or a personal challenge, solitude provides the space to process these changes and find clarity. It allows you to navigate uncertainty with a sense of inner strength and purpose, reminding you that you have the resilience to adapt and grow. Finally, solitude is an act of self-care. It's a way of honoring your need for rest, reflection, and renewal. By prioritizing time for yourself, you show yourself love and respect. Solitude is not a luxury. It's a necessity for maintaining your mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. It's in these quiet moments that you can reconnect with who you are and recharge for the journey ahead. In conclusion, solitude is a powerful and essential practice that offers countless benefits for your mind, heart, and soul. It helps you cultivate self-awareness, creativity, resilience, and balance. By embracing solitude, you create space for personal growth, reflection, and inner peace. It is a gift you give to yourself, a time to listen to your inner voice, nurture your passions, and reconnect with what truly matters. Solitude is not isolation. It is a pathway to self-discovery and fulfillment. Solitude allows you to develop emotional independence, an essential quality for building resilience and self-confidence. When you spend time alone, you learn to process your emotions without relying on others to validate or soothe them. This independence doesn't mean isolating yourself, but rather strengthening your ability to handle life's challenges on your own, which ultimately enhances your relationships with others. In solitude, you discover the power of self-dialogue. This inner conversation allows you to analyze your thoughts, dreams, and dilemmas without interruption. It's a time to ask yourself meaningful questions like, "What do I really want?" or "What's holding me back?" These internal discussions deepen your understanding of yourself and foster personal growth. Solitude often reveals hidden aspects of yourself that you may not notice in the company of others. It's in these quiet moments that you uncover your subconscious thoughts, long-forgotten dreams, and suppressed desires. This self-discovery helps you integrate all parts of yourself, leading to a more authentic and harmonious way of living. When you embrace solitude, you give yourself the opportunity to detox from external pressures and expectations. The world often bombards you with messages about who you should be, what you should achieve, and how you should live. Solitude frees you from this noise, allowing you to reconnect with your true values and priorities. Solitude also teaches you patience. In a culture that prizes instant gratification, spending time alone encourages you to slow down and appreciate the present moment. It helps you understand that growth, healing, and clarity often take time. This patience extends to other areas of your life, allowing you to approach challenges with a calm and steady mindset. In moments of solitude, you can explore your inner fears and insecurities without judgment. Facing these emotions head-on allows you to understand their roots and address them constructively. Solitude provides a safe space for this self-exploration, helping you transform fear into courage and insecurity into self-acceptance. Solitude fosters gratitude by giving you the space to reflect on the positive aspects of your life. Without the distractions of daily responsibilities, you can focus on the people, experiences, and opportunities that bring you joy. This practice of gratitude not only enhances your mood, but also shifts your perspective toward abundance and contentment. One of the overlooked benefits of solitude is its ability to improve focus. When you're alone, free from external interruptions, your mind can fully concentrate on the task at hand. Whether it's working on a project, solving a problem, or simply reflecting, solitude helps you channel your mental energy toward meaningful pursuits. Spending time in solitude helps you build a strong sense of personal identity. In the absence of external influences, you can explore who you are, what you stand for, and what makes you unique. This clarity of identity empowers you to make choices that align with your values and live authentically. Solitude can also be a spiritual practice, connecting you to a higher sense of purpose or the universe. Many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of solitude for prayer, meditation, or contemplation. In these moments of quiet, you can experience a profound sense of connection to something greater than yourself, deepening your spiritual journey. Another transformative aspect of solitude is its ability to enhance your problem-solving skills. When faced with a dilemma, stepping away from external opinions and spending time alone can help you see the situation from a fresh perspective. Solitude clears the mental clutter and allows innovative solutions to emerge. Solitude can improve your relationship with time. Without the constant distractions of others or technology, you become more mindful of how you spend your time. This mindfulness helps you prioritize what truly matters, whether it's pursuing your goals, nurturing your passions, or simply enjoying life's small pleasures. In solitude, you learn the value of boundaries. It allows you to identify what drains your energy and what restores it. By understanding your limits, you can set healthier boundaries in your relationships and commitments, ensuring that you protect your well-being and maintain balance in your life. Solitude also helps you cultivate a sense of inner calm. When you're alone, you're free from external chaos and demands, giving your mind and body a chance to relax. This calmness is restorative, reducing stress and anxiety, while creating a foundation of peace that you can carry into your daily life. Another benefit of solitude is the opportunity to revisit your past without distraction. Reflecting on past experiences, both good and bad, helps you learn from them and gain closure. Solitude allows you to process unresolved emotions, let go of regret, and move forward with a clearer sense of purpose. Spending time alone strengthens your intuition. In the quiet of solitude, you can hear your inner voice more clearly, guiding you toward decisions that align with your true self. The more you trust and act on your intuition, the more confident you become in navigating life's uncertainties. Solitude can also enhance your self-discipline. When you're alone, you're solely responsible for your choices and actions. This autonomy challenges you to stay focused on your goals and resist distractions. Over time, this practice builds the discipline needed to achieve your ambitions and create a fulfilling life. The practice of solitude often brings clarity to your priorities. Without the influence of others, you can evaluate what truly matters to you and what doesn't. This clarity helps you simplify your life, letting go of unnecessary commitments and focusing on the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. In moments of solitude, you can nurture your inner child. Spending time alone allows you to reconnect with the playful, creative, and curious parts of yourself that may have been overshadowed by adult responsibilities. This reconnection brings a sense of wonder and vitality back into your life. Finally, solitude is an act of self-love. It's a way of honoring your need for rest, reflection, and renewal. By prioritizing time for yourself, you acknowledge your worth and invest in your well-being. Solitude is not selfish. It's a necessary practice for living a balanced, authentic, and fulfilling life. In conclusion, solitude is a powerful and transformative experience that fosters self-awareness, clarity, creativity, and inner peace. By embracing solitude, you create space for personal growth, reflection, and healing. It is in these quiet moments that you reconnect with your true self, nurture your passions, and find the strength to navigate life with resilience and purpose. Solitude is not just a practice. It is a profound gift you give to yourself. Chapter 12. How relationships reflect who you are. Relationships are mirrors that reflect your inner world. They show you your values, insecurities, strengths, and areas for growth. The way you connect with others, whether through love, friendship, or professional bonds, offers insights into your true self. By observing your relationships, you can gain a deeper understanding of who you are and what you bring to the world. One of the most telling aspects of relationships is the company you keep. The people you choose to surround yourself with reflect your values, interests, and priorities. If you're drawn to compassionate, driven, or creative individuals, it's often because you share those qualities or aspire to embody them. Your relationships reveal what you value most in life. Your relationships also highlight your communication style. How you express yourself, handle disagreements, or offer support reveals much about your emotional intelligence and interpersonal skills. If you struggle with confrontation, it may point to a fear of conflict or rejection. Conversely, if you're open and honest, it reflects confidence and trust in yourself and others. The dynamics in your relationships often mirror your self-esteem. If you find yourself in relationships where you're undervalued or taken for granted, it may indicate a lack of self-worth. On the other hand, healthy reciprocal relationships reflect a strong sense of self-respect and boundaries. The way others treat you often mirrors how you treat yourself. Relationships also reveal your emotional triggers. If certain behaviors or words from others evoke strong reactions, it's a sign of unresolved emotions or past experiences. For instance, if criticism feels particularly painful, it might point to a fear of inadequacy. Recognizing these triggers allows you to work through them and grow emotionally. Your ability to give and receive love is another way relationships reflect who you are. If you find it difficult to accept compliments or acts of kindness, it may reveal a need to work on self-love and vulnerability. Conversely, if you freely give love and support, it reflects an open and compassionate heart. Relationships often expose your boundaries, or lack thereof. If you struggle to say no or constantly prioritize others' needs over your own, it may indicate people-pleasing tendencies or a fear of disappointing others. Healthy relationships respect boundaries, and establishing them reflects a strong sense of self and self-care. The way you handle conflict in relationships is a powerful reflection of your inner world. Do you avoid confrontation, lash out in anger, or seek resolution with empathy and understanding? Your approach to conflict reveals how you process emotions and whether you prioritize growth or self-protection in difficult moments. Relationships also highlight your ability to trust. If you find it hard to trust others, it may stem from past betrayals or a fear of vulnerability. Trust issues often reflect unresolved pain, while healthy trust in relationships demonstrates confidence in yourself and the belief that others can honor your boundaries. The roles you play in relationships, whether as a leader, supporter, nurturer, or problem solver, reveal your strengths and how you perceive your value. If you often take on the role of caretaker, it may indicate a deep sense of compassion, but could also point to a fear of being vulnerable yourself. Reflecting on these roles helps you understand how you relate to others. Your relationships also reflect your priorities. If you invest time and energy into meaningful connections, it shows that you value relationships as a source of joy and growth. However, if you neglect relationships due to work or other commitments, it might signal an imbalance in your life or a need to reevaluate your priorities. Relationships often bring out your emotional resilience. How you respond to challenges in your relationships, such as misunderstandings, distance, or disagreements, reveals your capacity for forgiveness, patience, and adaptability. Difficult moments in relationships can be some of the greatest opportunities for personal growth. The way you set expectations in relationships reflects your understanding of yourself and others. Unrealistic expectations can lead to disappointment, while reasonable ones demonstrate a balanced perspective. Observing how you approach expectations helps you identify whether you need to adjust them to create healthier connections. Relationships reveal your ability to accept others as they are. If you often try to change or fix the people in your life, it may indicate a need for control or a struggle with acceptance. On the other hand, embracing others' imperfections reflects a mature and empathetic approach to relationships. The patterns in your relationships often mirror your inner struggles. For example, repeatedly choosing partners or friends who don't respect your boundaries might signal unresolved self-esteem issues. Recognizing these patterns allows you to break cycles that no longer serve you and create healthier dynamics. The quality of your relationships often reflects the energy you bring to them. If your relationships are nurturing and supportive, it shows that you approach them with kindness and respect. If they feel draining or toxic, it might indicate a need to reevaluate how you show up or the kind of people you allow into your life. Relationships also teach you about your capacity for forgiveness. Holding on to grudges can reveal unresolved pain or a fear of being hurt again, while forgiving others demonstrates emotional maturity and self-compassion. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior, it means freeing yourself from the weight of resentment. The way you celebrate others' successes in relationships reflects your confidence and security in yourself. If you genuinely feel happy for others' achievements, it shows that you're secure in your own path. If you struggle with jealousy or comparison, it might point to insecurities that need to be addressed. Relationships reveal your ability to be present. If you're often distracted or disengaged, it may reflect inner turmoil or a lack of connection with yourself. Being fully present with others shows that you value the relationship and are committed to deepening your bond. Lastly, relationships reflect your willingness to grow. Every connection brings lessons about love, patience, vulnerability, and resilience. If you approach relationships as opportunities for growth, it shows that you're committed to becoming the best version of yourself. A willingness to reflect on your role in relationships demonstrates emotional intelligence and self-awareness. In conclusion, relationships are profound mirrors that reflect who you are. They reveal your strengths, vulnerabilities, and patterns, offering endless opportunities for self-discovery and growth. By observing and nurturing your relationships, you not only deepen your connections with others, but also gain a clearer understanding of yourself. Your relationships are a reflection of the love, respect, and authenticity you bring to the world. Relationships also reveal your emotional availability. If you find it difficult to connect deeply with others, it may reflect a fear of vulnerability or an unresolved emotional wound. Conversely, if you're able to open up and share your authentic self, it demonstrates a willingness to embrace intimacy and foster meaningful connections. The way you handle endings in relationships reflects your capacity for acceptance and growth. Whether it's a breakup, a falling out with a friend, or a natural drifting apart, your approach to closure reveals your emotional resilience. Healthy endings acknowledge the value of the relationship while letting go with grace, showing you've learned to move forward without holding on to bitterness. Your relationships are a reflection of your boundaries, or the lack of them. If you notice recurring patterns of feeling overwhelmed, used, or taken for granted, it may indicate that you need to establish firmer boundaries. Healthy relationships require mutual respect for each person's limits, and enforcing boundaries shows a commitment to self-care and self-respect. The roles you play in your relationships often mirror your inner beliefs about your worth and value. If you constantly feel the need to please others or prove yourself, it may reveal underlying insecurities. Conversely, if you're comfortable being yourself and letting others appreciate you as you are, it reflects a healthy sense of self-worth. Relationships often bring out the inner critic within you. If you find yourself being overly critical of others, it might point to unacknowledged self-judgment. Similarly, if you often feel criticized by others, it could reveal your sensitivity to external validation. Recognizing these patterns helps you approach relationships with greater compassion for yourself and others. The depth of your relationships reflects your ability to connect authentically. Surface-level interactions may indicate that you're holding back or avoiding deeper connections, while rich, meaningful relationships suggest that you're willing to be vulnerable and share your true self. Deep connections require emotional investment, trust, and authenticity. Relationships also highlight your adaptability. Every connection involves compromise, and your ability to adjust to others' needs without losing yourself reflects your emotional flexibility. If you're rigid in your interactions, it may signal a fear of change or a need for control, while adaptability shows your willingness to grow alongside others. The way you celebrate milestones in your relationships reveals your ability to appreciate others. Whether it's congratulating a friend on an achievement or supporting a partner through a significant event, your actions reflect your capacity for generosity and shared joy. Celebrating with others strengthens bonds and fosters mutual appreciation. Relationships can also reflect your level of emotional intelligence. Your ability to empathize, listen actively, and recognize others' emotions shows how attuned you are to the feelings of those around you. High emotional intelligence fosters deeper connections and creates a safe space for open communication and trust. The way you respond to feedback in relationships mirrors your ability to grow. Constructive criticism from loved ones can be challenging to hear, but your willingness to listen and reflect demonstrates humility and a commitment to self-improvement. If you resist feedback or react defensively, it may reveal areas where you feel insecure or vulnerable. Your relationships also reflect your ability to navigate power dynamics. In healthy relationships, power is shared equally, and both parties feel valued and respected. If you find yourself in relationships where one person dominates, it may reflect unresolved issues of control or dependency. Striving for balance in power dynamics ensures mutual respect and fairness. The longevity of your relationships often mirrors your ability to nurture and sustain them. Long-term connections require effort, patience, and understanding. If your relationships frequently fade or end abruptly, it may reflect a need to develop stronger communication skills or invest more time in maintaining bonds. Your relationships reveal how you handle forgiveness. Holding on to grudges can indicate unresolved pain, while your ability to forgive shows emotional maturity and a desire to heal. Forgiveness in relationships is not about condoning harmful behavior, but about releasing the emotional weight of resentment to create space for growth. The types of people you attract into your life often reflect your energy and mindset. If you're surrounded by supportive and positive individuals, it shows that you value healthy connections and radiate similar energy. On the other hand, if you frequently attract toxic relationships, it may indicate a need to reevaluate your boundaries and self-worth. The way you share your time and energy in relationships reflects your priorities. If you consistently prioritize others over yourself, it may signal a tendency to neglect your own needs. Balancing your time and energy ensures that you're both giving and receiving in relationships, creating a sense of equilibrium and mutual respect. Your relationships also reflect your conflict resolution skills. Avoiding difficult conversations or letting disagreements fester can reveal discomfort with confrontation. Conversely, addressing conflicts with openness and respect shows emotional strength and a commitment to maintaining harmony. Healthy relationships thrive on honest and constructive communication. The quality of your relationships reflects how you handle change. Whether it's adapting to a friend's new life circumstances or navigating shifts in a romantic relationship, your ability to embrace change shows emotional flexibility and maturity. Resisting change can create tension, while accepting it allows relationships to grow and evolve naturally. Relationships highlight your capacity for gratitude. Expressing appreciation for the people in your life strengthens connections and fosters a positive dynamic. If you struggle to show gratitude, it may indicate a lack of awareness of the impact others have on your life. Gratitude deepens bonds and creates a sense of mutual respect and care. Your relationships reveal how you view vulnerability. If you're willing to share your fears, struggles, and dreams, it shows that you trust others and value emotional intimacy. However, if you avoid vulnerability, it may indicate a fear of rejection or being judged. Vulnerability is the foundation of meaningful connections, allowing others to see and accept the real you. Finally, your relationships reflect your journey of self-discovery. Every connection teaches you something about yourself, your strengths, your fears, your desires, and your boundaries. The people you meet along the way serve as mirrors, showing you who you are and who you can become. By observing and nurturing your relationships, you gain valuable insights into your growth and evolution as a person. In conclusion, relationships are not just connections with others, they are reflections of your inner self. They reveal your strengths, vulnerabilities, and values, offering endless opportunities for self-awareness and growth. By examining your relationships with honesty and intention, you can learn to foster healthier, more fulfilling connections, while deepening your understanding of yourself. Your relationships are a testament to the love, respect, and authenticity you bring into the world. Chapter 13. Aligning your actions with your true self. Aligning your actions with your true self is one of the most powerful steps toward living an authentic and fulfilling life. It means ensuring that your decisions, habits, and behaviors reflect your deepest values, beliefs, and aspirations. When your actions align with your true self, you experience a sense of harmony, purpose, and confidence that empowers you to navigate life with clarity and resilience. The first step toward alignment is self-awareness. To act in alignment with your true self, you must first understand who you are at your core. This requires introspection to uncover your values, passions, and purpose. Journaling, meditation, or spending quiet time reflecting on what truly matters to you can help you identify your authentic self, which serves as the foundation for your actions. When your actions align with your true self, decision-making becomes simpler. You no longer have to wrestle with doubt or worry about whether a choice is right for you, because your inner compass guides you. For example, if you value honesty, you'll naturally choose transparency over deception. This alignment ensures that your decisions are congruent with your principles. Misalignment often leads to inner conflict. When your actions don't reflect your true self, you may feel unsettled, anxious, or disconnected. For instance, pursuing a career that doesn't align with your passions can create feelings of emptiness, no matter how successful you appear on the outside. Recognizing this misalignment is the first step toward realigning your actions with your authentic self. One of the greatest barriers to alignment is external pressure. Society, family, and peers often impose expectations that may not resonate with your true self. Aligning your actions requires the courage to prioritize your inner voice over external opinions. While it can be challenging to go against the grain, staying true to yourself ultimately leads to greater satisfaction and peace. Aligning your actions also involves setting clear boundaries. When you know what you stand for, you can protect your time, energy, and resources from being spent on things that don't serve your true self. Boundaries ensure that your actions are purposeful and aligned with your priorities, rather than being dictated by others' demands or expectations. Your habits play a significant role in alignment. The small, daily actions you take shape your life and reflect your values. For example, if you value health, consistent habits like exercising and eating well reinforce that value. Aligning your habits with your true self helps you live intentionally and make progress toward your goals. Alignment also means embracing authenticity in your relationships. When your actions reflect your true self, you naturally attract people who share your values and appreciate you for who you are. Authentic relationships are built on trust and mutual respect, and they provide the support and encouragement needed to stay aligned with your true self. Living in alignment requires you to let go of fear. Fear of failure, rejection, or judgment can prevent you from acting authentically. For instance, you might avoid pursuing a passion because you're afraid of what others will think. Overcoming fear means trusting in your true self and recognizing that your authenticity is more important than external approval. Aligning your actions with your true self often involves making difficult choices. You may need to walk away from situations, relationships, or commitments that no longer align with your values. While letting go can be painful, it creates space for opportunities that are more aligned with who you are. These tough decisions are acts of self-respect and courage. Your true self thrives in an environment of honesty. Aligning your actions means being honest not only with others, but also with yourself. This includes acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses, admitting when you've made a mistake, and staying true to your intentions even when it's inconvenient. Honesty strengthens your alignment and builds trust in yourself. When your actions align with your true self, you experience greater confidence. You no longer feel the need to pretend or conform because you're living authentically. This confidence radiates outward, influencing how you approach challenges and interact with others. Alignment fosters a sense of self-assurance that comes from knowing you're living in integrity. Alignment also means embracing growth. Your true self is not static. It evolves as you learn, grow, and gain new perspectives. Aligning your actions requires flexibility and a willingness to adapt. As you evolve, your values and priorities may shift, and staying aligned means continuously reassessing your actions to ensure they reflect your current self. Aligning your actions with your true self can bring a profound sense of peace. When you live authentically, you no longer waste energy on pretending, people-pleasing, or chasing goals that don't resonate with you. Instead, you feel grounded and content, knowing that your life reflects your deepest truths. One of the benefits of alignment is a stronger sense of purpose. When your actions are guided by your true self, you feel connected to something greater than yourself. This sense of purpose motivates you to pursue meaningful goals and contribute to the world in a way that feels fulfilling and impactful. Alignment also enhances resilience. When you're living in alignment with your true self, setbacks and challenges feel less overwhelming. You're more likely to view them as temporary obstacles rather than insurmountable failures because you're anchored in your values and purpose. This resilience helps you stay focused and committed to your path. Aligning your actions with your true self also fosters gratitude. When you live authentically, you naturally appreciate the aspects of your life that reflect your values, your relationships, work, and daily experiences. Gratitude deepens your connection to your true self and reinforces the positive impact of alignment. Your true self often seeks simplicity. Aligning your actions means letting go of unnecessary distractions and focusing on what truly matters. Simplifying your life allows you to direct your energy toward the things that align with your values and bring you joy. This intentional focus creates a sense of clarity and fulfillment. Alignment requires consistency. Acting in alignment with your true self is not a one-time decision, but an ongoing practice. It means showing up every day with intention and integrity, even when it's challenging. Consistency strengthens your alignment and helps you build a life that truly reflects who you are. In conclusion, aligning your actions with your true self is a journey of self-awareness. authenticity, and courage. It involves making choices that honor your values, letting go of fear, and embracing growth. By living in alignment, you create a life that feels authentic, purposeful, and deeply fulfilling. Each action you take in alignment with your true self brings you closer to the life you're meant to live, one rooted in truth and integrity. Aligning your actions with your true self allows you to embrace your individuality. Society often encourages conformity, making it easy to lose sight of who you are in the pursuit of fitting in. When your actions reflect your authentic self, you celebrate your uniqueness and give yourself permission to stand out, fostering self-confidence and inner peace. One of the most powerful outcomes of alignment is self-respect. When you consistently act in ways that align with your values, you develop a sense of pride in yourself. You no longer feel the need to compromise your integrity to please others. This self-respect radiates outward, influencing how others perceive and treat you. Aligning your actions often requires you to redefine success. Instead of chasing external markers of achievement like wealth or status, alignment encourages you to focus on what truly matters to you. Success becomes about living a life that reflects your passions and values, rather than meeting society's expectations. Your inner voice plays a crucial role in alignment. It acts as a guide, nudging you toward actions that feel authentic and aligned with your true self. Listening to this voice requires quiet reflection and trust. The more you honor its guidance, the stronger and clearer it becomes, helping you navigate life's choices with confidence. Alignment also involves breaking free from habits and routines that no longer serve you. Over time, you may find that certain behaviors or patterns conflict with your values or goals. Changing these habits can be challenging, but it's a necessary step toward living authentically. Each small change brings you closer to a life that feels true to who you are. Another critical aspect of alignment is learning to say no. When your actions align with your true self, you prioritize your values over the desire to please others. Saying no to opportunities, requests, or commitments that don't resonate with you creates space for what truly matters. This practice protects your energy and reinforces your boundaries. Aligning your actions also requires self-forgiveness. Along the journey, you may make choices that don't reflect your true self. Instead of dwelling on these moments, view them as opportunities to learn and grow. Self-forgiveness allows you to release guilt and refocus on making more aligned decisions moving forward. The process of alignment often reveals the importance of self-discipline. Acting in alignment with your true self requires consistent effort, especially when faced with distractions or temptations. Discipline helps you stay committed to your values and goals, even when the path feels challenging or uncertain. Aligning your actions with your true self brings a sense of clarity to your life. When you live authentically, you're less likely to feel torn between conflicting desires or external pressures. This clarity makes it easier to set priorities, make decisions, and pursue goals that genuinely resonate with you. Living in alignment also strengthens your emotional well-being. When your actions reflect your true self, you feel a sense of harmony between your inner world and outer life. This alignment reduces stress and anxiety, replacing them with feelings of contentment and fulfillment. Emotional balance becomes a natural byproduct of living authentically. Your relationships also benefit when your actions align with your true self. Authenticity attracts like-minded people who appreciate you for who you are. These connections are built on mutual respect and trust, creating deeper and more meaningful relationships. Aligning your actions helps you cultivate a support system that uplifts and empowers you. Alignment requires you to embrace change. As you grow and evolve, your values, priorities, and goals may shift. Staying aligned means regularly reassessing your actions and adjusting them to reflect your current self. This willingness to adapt ensures that your life continues to feel authentic and purposeful over time. Aligning your actions also enhances your ability to make long-term commitments. When your decisions are rooted in your values, you're more likely to follow through on them with intention and perseverance. Whether it's a career, a relationship, or a personal goal, alignment helps you invest your time and energy in what truly matters. One of the most rewarding aspects of alignment is the sense of inner freedom it brings. When your actions align with your true self, you no longer feel trapped by societal expectations or external validation. You're free to pursue your passions, express your creativity, and live in a way that feels deeply fulfilling. Alignment also teaches you to embrace authenticity in all areas of life, whether it's your work, your hobbies, or your interactions with others. Acting in alignment ensures that every part of your life reflects your true self. This holistic approach to authenticity creates a sense of unity and coherence in your life. The journey toward alignment often requires patience. Discovering your true self and making changes to align your actions can take time. It's important to approach the process with compassion and persistence, trusting that each step you take brings you closer to a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Aligning your actions with your true self helps you develop a sense of gratitude. When you live authentically, you become more attuned to the positive aspects of your life. Gratitude deepens your connection to your values and reinforces the sense of fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with them. Your physical environment can also reflect your alignment with your true self. The spaces you create, your home, workspace, or personal surroundings, should align with your values and bring you joy. Creating an environment that feels authentic to you enhances your sense of alignment and inspires you to live intentionally. Aligning your actions often involves letting go of comparison. When you live authentically, you realize that your path is unique and cannot be measured against others. This mindset frees you from the pressure to compete or conform, allowing you to focus on your own growth and fulfillment. Finally, aligning your actions with your true self is an act of self-love. It's a commitment to honoring your values, respecting your boundaries, and pursuing what makes you happy. Each aligned action reinforces your belief in your own worth and strengthens your connection to your authentic self. By living in alignment, you create a life that is not only true to who you are, but also deeply meaningful and joyful. In conclusion, aligning your actions with your true self is a lifelong journey of self-discovery, authenticity, and growth. It requires courage, self-awareness, and a willingness to adapt, but the rewards are immeasurable. By aligning your actions with your true self, you create a life that feels purposeful, balanced, and deeply fulfilling, a life that is truly your own. Chapter 14. Overcoming self-doubt. Self-doubt is a universal experience that affects everyone at some point in their lives. It is the voice within that questions your abilities, undermines your confidence, and keeps you from pursuing your full potential. While self-doubt can feel overwhelming, it is not a permanent state. By understanding its origins and taking intentional steps to overcome it, you can transform self-doubt into self-belief and live a life guided by confidence and purpose. The first step in overcoming self-doubt is recognizing its presence. Self-doubt often hides behind thoughts like, "I'm not good enough," or "What if I fail?" Becoming aware of these thoughts allows you to separate them from your identity and see them for what they are, temporary fears, not truths. Self-doubt often stems from past experiences such as failures, criticism, or rejection. These events can leave a lasting impact, shaping your beliefs about your abilities. Reflecting on these experiences and reframing them as opportunities for growth can help you break free from the grip of self-doubt. Your past does not define you, it teaches you. One powerful way to combat self-doubt is to focus on your strengths. Everyone has unique talents and qualities that set them apart. Take time to acknowledge your achievements, skills, and qualities that make you valuable. Celebrating your strengths reminds you of your capabilities and builds the confidence needed to face challenges. Self-doubt is often fueled by comparison. In today's world of social media and constant connectivity, it's easy to compare your journey to others' curated highlights. However, comparison is the thief of joy and can amplify feelings of inadequacy. Shifting your focus to your own progress and growth helps you appreciate your unique path and reduces the power of comparison. Fear of failure is a common trigger for self-doubt. Many people avoid taking risks or pursuing opportunities because they're afraid of making mistakes. However, failure is not the opposite of success. It's a stepping stone toward it. Embracing failure as a natural part of growth allows you to take action despite your doubts and learn from every experience. Overcoming self-doubt requires challenging negative self-talk. The inner critic can be harsh, but you have the power to rewrite its script. When self-doubt arises, counter it with positive affirmations and empowering statements. For example, replace "I can't do this" with "I'm capable of figuring this out." Over time, these affirmations will shift your mindset towards self-belief. Setting realistic and achievable goals is another way to combat self-doubt. Breaking larger goals into smaller, manageable steps helps you build confidence as you accomplish each milestone. Success, no matter how small, reinforces your ability to succeed and diminishes the voice of self-doubt. Surrounding yourself with supportive people is crucial for overcoming self-doubt. Trusted friends, mentors, or family members can offer encouragement, remind you of your strengths, and provide perspective when you're feeling uncertain. Their belief in you can serve as a powerful antidote to your doubts. Self-doubt often thrives in uncertainty. When faced with a lack of clarity, it's easy to assume the worst about your abilities. Building knowledge and skills in areas where you feel uncertain can help you gain confidence. Preparation and learning empower you to face challenges with greater assurance. Mindfulness is a valuable tool for managing self-doubt. By staying present and focusing on the here and now, you can quiet the noise of doubts and fears about the future. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or deep breathing, help you ground yourself and approach challenges with a calm, focused mind. Another effective strategy for overcoming self-doubt is reflecting on past successes. Think about the challenges you've overcome, the goals you've achieved, and the moments when you've persevered despite difficulties. These memories serve as evidence of your resilience and remind you of your capacity to succeed. Self-doubt often stems from perfectionism. The belief that you need to be flawless to succeed can paralyze you and prevent you from taking action. Embracing imperfection and focusing on progress rather than perfection allows you to move forward, even when things aren't perfect. Remember, done is better than perfect. Overcoming self-doubt also involves stepping outside your comfort zone. While it may feel safe to stay within familiar boundaries, growth happens when you challenge yourself. Each time you face your fears and succeed, you weaken the hold of self-doubt and strengthen your belief in your abilities. Gratitude is another powerful antidote to self-doubt. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude helps you appreciate your strengths, opportunities, and progress, reducing the power of doubt and fear. Visualization is a technique that can help combat self-doubt. Picture yourself succeeding in your goals and overcoming obstacles. This mental rehearsal creates a sense of familiarity and confidence, making it easier to take real action. Visualization trains your mind to focus on possibilities rather than limitations. Self-compassion is essential when dealing with self-doubt. Instead of criticizing yourself for feeling uncertain, treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Remind yourself that everyone experiences self-doubt at times and that it doesn't define your worth. Self-compassion creates a supportive inner environment where confidence can grow. Taking action is one of the most effective ways to overcome self-doubt. Doubt often lingers in inaction, feeding on fear and uncertainty. By taking even small steps toward your goals, you build momentum and prove to yourself that you are capable. Action silences doubt and reinforces confidence. Self-doubt can also be addressed by focusing on your why. Remind yourself of the purpose behind your goals and aspirations. Connecting with your deeper motivations gives you the courage to push through doubt and take action. When you focus on why something matters to you, the fear of failure diminishes. Lastly, overcoming self-doubt is a journey, not a destination. It's a process that requires patience, self-awareness, and persistence. There will be moments when doubt resurfaces, but each time you face it, you grow stronger. Celebrate your progress, learn from your setbacks, and trust in your ability to overcome challenges. Over time, self-doubt will become less of a barrier and more of a stepping stone towards self-belief. In conclusion, overcoming self-doubt is about understanding its roots, challenging its influence, and replacing it with self-belief. By cultivating self-awareness, taking action, and embracing your strengths, you can transform doubt into confidence. The journey requires effort, but the reward is a life guided by courage, authenticity, and purpose. Remember, you are capable of far more than your doubts would have you believe. Trust yourself, take the first step, and watch as your confidence grows. Self-doubt often thrives in isolation. When you keep your fears and insecurities bottled up, they grow larger in your mind. Sharing your doubts with a trusted friend, mentor, or therapist can help you gain perspective. Others can offer reassurance, point out strengths you may have overlooked, and remind you of your capabilities. Sometimes, simply voicing your self-doubt is enough to diminish its power. One of the most effective ways to counter self-doubt is by embracing curiosity. Instead of letting doubt paralyze you, approach challenges with a mindset of exploration and learning. Ask yourself, what can I discover by trying this? Or, how can I grow through this experience? Curiosity shifts your focus from fear of failure to the excitement of discovery, making it easier to take action. Self-doubt often exaggerates risks and downplays rewards. It convinces you that taking action will result in failure or embarrassment. Combat this by practicing realistic thinking. Challenge your self-doubt by asking, what's the worst that could happen? And what's the best possible outcome? This balanced perspective helps you see that the rewards of action often outweigh the risks. Practicing gratitude for yourself is another way to overcome self-doubt. Take time to appreciate your progress, your unique qualities, and the effort you've put into your journey. Gratitude for yourself builds self-acceptance and quiets the critical voice of self-doubt. It reminds you that you are enough, just as you are, even as you strive for growth. Self-doubt can often feel overwhelming when you're focused on the big picture. Breaking your goals into smaller, actionable steps can make them feel more achievable. Each small step you complete builds confidence and momentum, gradually weakening the hold of self-doubt. Progress, no matter how small, reinforces your belief in your abilities. Another way to combat self-doubt is to reframe failure as feedback. Instead of seeing failure as a reflection of your inadequacy, View it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Ask yourself, what can I take away from this experience? This shift in perspective helps you approach challenges with resilience and reduces the fear that fuels self-doubt. Building a growth mindset is essential for overcoming self-doubt. A growth mindset focuses on the belief that abilities and skills can be developed through effort and learning. When you view challenges as opportunities to grow rather than as tests of your worth, self-doubt loses its power. Embrace the idea that progress is more important than perfection. Taking time to celebrate your achievements, both big and small, can help counter self-doubt. Many people downplay their successes or move on to the next goal without acknowledging what they've accomplished. Pausing to recognize your wins, no matter how minor, reinforces your belief in your abilities and builds a foundation of confidence. Self-doubt often arises from unrealistic expectations. If you expect yourself to succeed flawlessly or excel in every situation, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Overcoming self-doubt requires setting realistic goals and giving yourself permission to make mistakes. Remember, progress is often messy, and that's perfectly okay. Visualization can be a powerful tool for overcoming self-doubt. Close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding in a challenging situation. Picture how you'll feel, what you'll say, and how you'll act. This mental rehearsal helps build confidence by creating a positive association with the task at hand. Visualization primes your mind for success and reduces the fear of failure. Self-doubt often thrives on ambiguity and uncertainty. When you lack clarity about what you're doing or why, doubt can creep in. Taking time to clarify your goals, values, and priorities can help you feel more grounded. A clear sense of direction diminishes the space for self-doubt and allows you to move forward with confidence. Overcoming self-doubt also involves recognizing that it's a shared human experience. Everyone, no matter how successful they appear, experiences moments of doubt. Reminding yourself that you're not alone can provide comfort and reduce the power of self-doubt. Even the most accomplished individuals have had to push past their own insecurities. Building self-confidence is an ongoing process that requires consistent effort. Each time you take action despite self-doubt, you strengthen your confidence. Confidence is not something you either have or don't have. It's a skill you develop through practice. By repeatedly proving to yourself that you can handle challenges, you weaken the voice of doubt over time. Learning to let go of perfectionism is a crucial step in overcoming self-doubt. Perfectionism often fuels self-doubt by setting impossibly high standards. Instead of striving for perfection, aim for progress and excellence. Accept that mistakes and imperfections are natural parts of growth, and give yourself grace to learn and improve along the way. Revisiting your why is another way to counter self-doubt. When you reconnect with the deeper purpose behind your goals, you remind yourself why the effort is worth it. Your why serves as a powerful motivator, helping you push through self-doubt and take action even when it feels uncomfortable or scary. Self-doubt often focuses on what you lack. Combat this by shifting your focus to what you can control and what you already have. For example, if you're doubting your ability to succeed in a new role, focus on the skills, knowledge, and resources you bring to the table. This shift in perspective empowers you to take action with confidence. Surrounding yourself with positivity is essential for overcoming self-doubt. Whether it's reading inspiring books, listening to uplifting podcasts, or spending time with encouraging people, positive influences help shift your mindset. They remind you of your potential and provide the motivation needed to silence self-doubt. Overcoming self-doubt often involves redefining your relationship with fear. Instead of viewing fear as a barrier, see it as a signal that you're stepping into growth. Fear often accompanies opportunities for learning and expansion. By leaning into fear rather than avoiding it, you transform it into a source of strength and courage. Finally, overcoming self-doubt is about building trust in yourself. Trust that you have the ability to figure things out, even when the path isn't clear. Trust that you are capable of learning, growing, and adapting. Each time you honor your commitments, face challenges, and act with integrity, you reinforce your self-trust and quiet the voice of self-doubt. In conclusion, overcoming self-doubt is a journey of self-awareness, resilience, and intentional action. It requires challenging limiting beliefs, celebrating progress, and embracing imperfection. By taking small steps, practicing self-compassion, and reconnecting with your purpose, you can transform self-doubt into confidence. Remember, self-doubt is not a reflection of your potential. It's an invitation to grow. Trust yourself and take one step at a time toward the life you're capable of creating. Chapter 15. Your Journey to Self-Mastery. Self-mastery is the ability to understand, control, and refine your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors in alignment with your values and goals. It's a lifelong journey of self-awareness, discipline, and growth that allows you to unlock your full potential. Self-mastery is not about perfection, it's about striving to be the best version of yourself, learning from setbacks, and continuously evolving. The journey to self-mastery begins with self-awareness. Understanding your strengths, weaknesses, emotions, and habits is the foundation of mastering yourself. By observing your thoughts and actions without judgment, you gain clarity about who you are and how you operate. Self-awareness allows you to identify areas for growth and make conscious choices that align with your true self. Discipline is an essential component of self-mastery. It involves the ability to prioritize long-term goals over short-term gratification. While discipline may feel restrictive at first, it ultimately empowers you to stay consistent and focused on your path. Each time you practice discipline, you strengthen your ability to make choices that support your growth. Emotional regulation is another crucial aspect of self-mastery. Learning to manage your emotions rather than being controlled by them enables you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions, but understanding them and channeling them in constructive ways. Emotional mastery brings greater stability and resilience to your life. Self-mastery also requires clarity of purpose. When you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve and why it matters to you, it becomes easier to stay motivated and focused. Purpose acts as your guiding star, helping you navigate challenges and make decisions that align with your goals. Without purpose, self-mastery can feel aimless. The journey to self-mastery is not linear. It involves setbacks and challenges. Each obstacle you encounter is an opportunity to learn and grow. Instead of viewing failures as defeats, see them as stepping stones on your path to mastery. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, is a key trait of those who achieve self-mastery. A commitment to learning is at the heart of self-mastery. Those on this journey are lifelong learners, constantly seeking knowledge and new perspectives. Whether it's through reading, mentorship, or personal experiences, continuous learning fuels your growth and helps you refine your skills and understanding. Habits play a significant role in self-mastery. Your daily actions, no matter how small, shape your life over time. Cultivating positive habits and breaking unhelpful ones is essential for aligning your behaviors with your goals. Self-mastery involves creating routines and systems that support your growth and make success a natural outcome. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for self-mastery. By practicing mindfulness, you train yourself to be fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. This awareness helps you make conscious choices rather than being driven by automatic reactions. Mindfulness enhances self-awareness and fosters inner peace. Self-mastery also involves mastering your mindset. The beliefs you hold about yourself and the world shape your reality. A growth mindset, the belief that you can improve through effort, empowers you to take on challenges and persist in the face of setbacks. By shifting limiting beliefs to empowering ones, you unlock new possibilities for growth. Another critical element of self-mastery is self-compassion. Treating yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during moments of struggle, helps you maintain motivation and resilience. Self-mastery is not about being hard on yourself. It's about holding yourself accountable while also acknowledging your humanity and imperfections. The journey to self-mastery requires focus. In a world full of distractions, the ability to concentrate on what truly matters is invaluable. By eliminating unnecessary distractions and focusing on your priorities, you maximize your productivity and progress. Focus allows you to channel your energy toward meaningful goals and avoid being pulled in multiple directions. Self-mastery involves taking responsibility for your life. Instead of blaming circumstances or others for your challenges, you recognize that you have the power to shape your reality. This accountability empowers you to take charge of your actions and decisions, fostering a sense of ownership over your journey. Patience is an often overlooked aspect of self-mastery. Growth takes time, and the journey to self-mastery is no exception. Cultivating patience allows you to stay committed to your goals, even when progress feels slow. By embracing the process and trusting in your efforts, you build the endurance needed to achieve lasting change. Self-mastery is deeply connected to authenticity. It's about aligning your actions with your values and living in a way that reflects your true self. When you're authentic, you don't feel the need to conform to external expectations or seek validation from others. Authenticity empowers you to live with confidence and integrity. Another important aspect of self-mastery is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and the ability to adjust to changing circumstances is essential for growth. Self-mastery involves staying flexible and open-minded, allowing you to navigate challenges and seize new opportunities with grace and resilience. The practice of gratitude is integral to self-mastery. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, fostering a sense of contentment and abundance. By appreciating your progress, the people in your life, and the opportunities available to you, you cultivate a positive mindset that supports your journey. Self-mastery requires cultivating strong boundaries. Knowing your limits and communicating them clearly helps you protect your time, energy, and well-being. Boundaries allow you to stay focused on your priorities and avoid being overwhelmed by external demands. They are an act of self-respect and an essential tool for personal growth. The journey to self-mastery is fueled by self-reflection. Taking time to evaluate your progress, assess your choices, and learn from your experiences helps you stay aligned with your goals. Reflection allows you to celebrate your successes, identify areas for improvement, and continuously refine your approach. Finally, self-mastery is a lifelong journey. It's not about reaching a final destination, but about committing to growth, learning, and evolution. Each step you take brings you closer to your full potential, and the journey itself becomes a source of fulfillment. By embracing the process, you create a life that reflects your values, aspirations, and true self. In conclusion, the journey to self-mastery is one of self-discovery, discipline, and growth. It requires awareness, patience, and a commitment to aligning your actions with your values and goals. While the path may be challenging, the rewards are profound. a life of purpose, authenticity, and fulfillment. Each step you take towards self-mastery brings you closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. Trust the process, embrace the journey, and watch yourself transform. Self-mastery begins with the willingness to take an honest look at yourself. This means acknowledging both your strengths and your weaknesses without judgment. When you have the courage to face your flaws and accept them as part of your humanity, you empower yourself to grow. Self-mastery is not about being perfect. It's about being intentional and committed to improvement. Your thoughts are the foundation of self-mastery. The way you think shapes your emotions, behaviors, and ultimately your reality. Learning to observe your thoughts and challenge negative or limiting beliefs is a crucial step in mastering yourself. By replacing unhelpful thoughts with empowering ones, you create a mindset that supports your growth and success. One of the cornerstones of self-mastery is self-control. This doesn't mean suppressing your desires or denying yourself joy. Rather, it means having the ability to make choices that align with your values and goals. Self-control helps you resist distractions, manage impulses, and stay focused on what truly matters, even when faced with temptations or challenges. Time management plays a significant role in self-mastery. Your ability to prioritize tasks, set boundaries, and focus on what's important determines how effectively you can pursue your goals. Mastering your time is not about cramming more into your day, but about intentionally allocating your energy to the activities that align with your purpose and vision. Self-mastery also involves cultivating emotional resilience. Life is filled with ups and downs, and your ability to navigate these fluctuations with grace is a reflection of your inner strength. Resilience is not about suppressing emotions, but about learning to process them in healthy ways and bounce back from adversity stronger and wiser. Gratitude and humility are vital aspects of self-mastery. Gratitude allows you to appreciate your journey and acknowledge the support and opportunities that have contributed to your growth. Humility reminds you that self-mastery is a continuous process and that there is always more to learn. Together, these qualities keep you grounded and open to growth. Self-mastery requires clarity about your values. When you know what you stand for, it becomes easier to make decisions that align with your principles. Values serve as your internal compass, guiding you through challenges and helping you stay true to yourself even when external pressures push you in different directions. Forgiveness is another powerful element of self-mastery. Holding on to resentment or anger only weighs you down and keeps you stuck in the past. Forgiving yourself and others frees you to move forward without the burden of negativity. It's a gift you give to yourself, allowing you to focus on growth and future possibilities. Consistency is a key pillar of self-mastery. While motivation can waver, consistency ensures progress even when inspiration is low. Showing up for yourself daily, whether it's through small habits or major actions, reinforces your commitment to your goals and strengthens your discipline. Consistency turns intentions into results over time. Self-mastery also involves learning to embrace discomfort. Growth often lies outside your comfort zone, and the ability to face challenges with courage and curiosity is essential for personal development. Each time you push through discomfort, you expand your limits and build the confidence needed to tackle even greater challenges. Your physical health is deeply connected to self-mastery. Taking care of your body through proper nutrition, exercise, and rest provides the energy and resilience needed for personal growth. When you prioritize your physical well-being, you create a strong foundation for mental and emotional mastery as well. Boundaries are essential for self-mastery because they protect your time, energy, and focus. Learning to say no to things that don't serve your goals or values is an act of self-respect. Boundaries are not about shutting others out. They're about creating space for what matters most to you and maintaining balance in your life. Self-mastery requires embracing change. Life is constantly evolving, and the ability to adapt to new circumstances is a sign of strength. Resistance to change often stems from fear, but when you view change as an opportunity for growth, you approach it with an open mind and a willingness to learn. A sense of purpose fuels the journey to self-mastery. When you have a clear sense of why you're pursuing certain goals or habits, it becomes easier to stay motivated and committed. Purpose gives meaning to your actions and helps you persevere through obstacles, knowing that your efforts are contributing to something greater. Self-mastery often involves managing your relationship with fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, or fear of the unknown can hold you back from pursuing your goals. Instead of letting fear control you, view it as a signal that you're stepping into new territory. Facing your fears with courage and self-trust is a hallmark of self-mastery. The way you respond to criticism reflects your level of self-mastery. Constructive criticism can be a valuable tool for growth, but it often triggers defensiveness or insecurity. Learning to listen to feedback objectively, without letting it affect your self-worth, helps you grow and refine yourself. Self-mastery means seeing criticism as an opportunity, not a threat. Self-mastery also involves nurturing your relationships. The people you surround yourself with can either support or hinder your growth. Building connections with those who inspire, challenge, and uplift you creates a positive environment that fosters self-mastery. Relationships built on mutual respect and authenticity contribute to your personal and emotional development. Developing a sense of gratitude for the present moment is an integral part of self-mastery. Often, people focus so much on future goals that they forget to appreciate the journey. Gratitude helps you stay grounded and enjoy the process of growth, even when progress feels slow. It reminds you that every step forward is valuable. Journaling is a practical tool for self-mastery. Writing down your thoughts, goals, and reflections helps you track your progress and gain clarity. It's a space for honest self-expression and a way to identify patterns, celebrate wins, and address challenges. Regular journaling keeps you connected to your inner self and aligned with your journey. Ultimately, self-mastery is about taking full responsibility for your life. It's about recognizing that your happiness, growth, and success are in your hands. This sense of ownership empowers you to take deliberate actions, make conscious choices, and continuously strive for improvement. Self-mastery is not about controlling everything. It's about mastering yourself so you can navigate life with purpose, resilience, and confidence. In conclusion, self-mastery is a dynamic and lifelong process that requires dedication, self-awareness, and intentional action. By focusing on your thoughts, emotions, habits, and relationships, you can align your life with your values and goals. The journey is challenging but immensely rewarding, as it leads to a life of authenticity, fulfillment, and personal power. Each step you take on this path brings you closer to the best version of yourself. You've just taken the first steps toward truly knowing yourself. Remember, self-discovery is a lifelong journey, not a destination. Embrace your strengths, learn from your challenges, and align your actions with your true purpose. The more you understand who you are, the more empowered you become to live a life of authenticity, fulfillment, and success. Keep reflecting, keep growing, and never stop exploring the depths of your potential. Your journey to self-mastery has just begun.